Welcome to the Epic Tales from the Sewers podcast. Grab yourself a slice, strap into the party wagon, and hang on tight. Give it up for your hosts, the Cowabunga Combo, Justin and Eric.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right. 30-second intro.
Welcome to the Epic Tales from the Sewers podcast. Strap into the party wagon and hold on to your pizza.
Yeah, that's right. We go with the old theme song because I've got the old crew from last year's episode, really popular, so we decided to bring everybody back. This is Epic Tales from the Sewers. This is our episode all about the top 10 action figures of 2024. And you'll notice the title has changed a little bit. We'll get into that in a second. I am your host, Justin. Eric is now with me tonight. He's doing something else somewhere else. But I do have our returning guest from last year. First, the host of the High Anxiety YouTube channel, Mr. Brandon F. Say hello, Brandon.
How's it going, everybody?
Also returning, the photographer extraordinaire. You can find him on Instagram at Tmnt underscore 1987 underscore. Our friend Jay. Hey, Jay.
Hi.
Hey, there
I
he
was
is.
doing the
Okay.
crowd. Hey, who knows if the Super 7 2003 Turtles are any good? I will be TMNT 1987 underscore 2K3.
Nice.
So
Okay. All right.
that will be my review.
Okay, that's good. And then finally, from the Party Wagon group and podcast, Mr. Bolairs himself, Gary Dolan.
It's me on my phone while we're doing an intro. What's up, everyone?
it's okay. I mean, we all know you have ADHD, so it's
I'm talking to Blaine. I'm sorry, but we're good.
see when you say Blaine out here, I think of Blaine's Farm and Fleet. So that's how it is in the Midwest. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, that's Jay and I, the Illinoisians. We're thinking of that. But
We know.
So last year we did this. We did a top 10 of action figures. We decided to open up a little bit more to just turtles. But guys, just going through this is one of the biggest years for action figures that I think I've seen in many years. Definitely bigger than 2023. I'm thinking for turtle stuff. What do you think?
There was a lot.
Yeah.
Unrelated. We did this last year, and guess what? I just noticed this year. We've all got glasses on.
Yep. That's right.
I didn't have glasses last year. Absolutely unrelated. But
Most of the time when I record with people, they're also like bald white guys with glasses. Most of the people I record with are that. So we're 50%. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm the one with the crazy reflection, though. Unfortunately, I guess I gotta step up my
those you
game.
blue blockers? Yes.
Yeah, bro, you have crazy reflection on yours.
Dude, I got a 34-inch ultra wide. It's just bam. It's so bad.
That's for his day trading for his GameStop stocks. Yeah. Right? Or Pepsi.
Anyway.
I don't know what you're into.
Anyway, yeah. We spent a lot of money this year on turtles.
Yeah,
I think more than last year.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Like just the action figures that they've come out, and with the price of plastic going up and all that. Like I've seen a lot of things kind of price themselves out of the market, like the Hasbro, HasLabs, and all that. Like I don't see a lot of people buying the Marvel Legends anymore. They seem to be shelf warming, and then they end up at Ollie's. So stuff like that. But
Yeah.
turtles, I've never seen them go like that. Like they'll make it to clearance like maybe once, but instead of like going and like ending up at like a secondhand retail store like Ollie's or I guess Ocean State Job Lot or Big Lots or something. They're all getting scooped up.
Yeah, well, NECA asked them to come back, and then they ship them out to people for $130.
Oh, so that explains a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So we were just talking about before your episode started. Yeah, the guy that got his turtle box right on the front of the punk rock turtles he got, it has a Target yellow like clearance style sticker on the
it
front of it.
does. Wow. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
excellent.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
So with all the Targets getting like not all of them, a lot of Targets getting like stuff shipped back to them. I wonder if that's why NECA had a lot of those sections cleaned off for full resets and then sell all that dead stock to people for Black Friday. And it's the only thing I can come up with.
then what's going to shelf warm is just the gargoyles figures and the gremlins, right?
Yeah. Rip.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Which
Honestly,
I mean, I don't want to disparage them because they're both awesome, but it's just not that's not in my collecting, world. I don't know if you guys are buying gremlins or anything.
My problem with the
Have
Gremlins was
some.
that it's like I know there are some that are in scale with like the 1/12 inch figures, but the fact that like if I get a Gremlin, it's like this big compared to when it should be like this big to the other figures. I
Yep.
don't like that. It's not. I mean, it's not. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like
You'd have to
it's
get a
just like
Hot Toys Zach figure or something
yeah.
like that for it to, those 1/6 figure scale
Yeah.
to make those even make sense. But
Yeah.
even then,
Yeah.
they're too big. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I got the Mogwais. I bought all the Mogwais.
yeah, Stripe and
Just
Hold
the
on.
what?
put them somewhere else. Wow, everything's
Oscar's
glowing
calling me.
bright for you. Oscar's calling.
what's
Hold
on
on.
that?
Hey, Oscar. What am I wearing? I'm on Epic Tales from the Sewers right now. Everybody's listening to you. We're doing a podcast right now. So I love you. I gotta go back to the podcast though.
Ask him who his favorite turtle
Everybody
is.
say hi to Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
Yes. How's it going? All right, I gotta let you go though. We're doing our top 10 turtles. I'll talk to you later. Wait. I only answered that because it was Oscar and we all love Oscar. So
Well, there you go. So, let's see. So, what we did is we came up with a top 10 list of action figures, and I think we were talking about we'll do was it like 10, 9, 8 from our lists, but I don't know if anybody else has any honorable mentions. I figure after we do our list, I'll do honorable mentions because that way they'll probably already be covered. So, but there's a fair amount, and then if we have an overall best pick, so we could just say this is the best one of the year, something like that. So, but I'll kick us off.
Go. Oh,
Mine will be quick. So number 10, Space Usagi from NECA. Absolutely love it. Got him here. He's great. He comes with a mechanized version of Spock. Of Spot. Oh, you've got just the body going on. I'm assuming you're going to make it into a Bucky O'Hare. So
Proto Man. I was working on Proto Man to
Oh,
get
Proto
somebody in
Man,
the
okay.
community, and then that guy decided to be a jerk, and I didn't do it.
well, sorry on that. I think that's an amazing figure. I love it. I think the sculpt is amazing. It's fragile as hell, and I will say that. Be careful with this figure because it is brittle and fragile. Let's see. My number 9 that I'm going to pull out here is from a Kickstarter, and I don't know if you guys had seen this. It's from a Kickstarter called Shadowline. I've got 2 of them here. This one just came out this week, which is Camo. He's a chameleon, right? And then this one is El Latel or El Latel, who's an axolotl. So
that guy's
Shadowline
cool.
figures, they're the same scale as the original Playmates, made similarly. But from Treasure Monster Toys, they came out with these. The Kickstarter's going for Army Ant. These are amazing. And they're not painted. Like, this is all injection mold. So it's not like paint is going to chip off and all that. Like, that's the plastic that they put in there. It's the way that they mix it now with like these powders. Fantastic.
Can you pull that green one up again? That was
Yeah.
the. It
Camo?
reminds me of everything reminds me of like it looks like kind of like Napoleon Bonafrog, like the original
Yeah.
one, and it also like looks like it would fit the Bucky O'Hare line. Like that's just crazy.
I can't even tell you
dude,
how cool this plastic is.
That's what I love about
too.
those.
Like I was saying, there's like stripes on the bottom. and everything. Like there's things on the bottom of the boot. It's really detailed, and this is just such a gorgeous thing. So they're going to be coming out with more of these as they go. I think the next one is the goat, who's like their master splinter, and his name is Esoteric. So he'll be out. But this is Camo and El Otto. They have a really cool one called Sledgehog. Inferno's a hippo. Some really awesome ones. So that's my number 9.
Let's just take a moment to say how tall Jonathan is in real life.
Oh my God, yeah, Jonathan House, yeah,
and how deep his voice is.
he's a good dude. We had him on the show. He's fantastic. The fact that he did this and he just learned how to do it and just decided to do it is like unto itself amazing. I couldn't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, I will. I'll echo that. Being in a similar business, we're in a really cool world now where, like, if you have I'm not gonna say patience, but you have the willpower to learn something,
Yeah,
and how to discover how to get from point A to point B, really problem solving. You can do really cool things right now. The reason, like, there's so many options out there, and like the fact that he was able to align the stars, and that is like, not anybody can do it, but no one's doing it. So I think, huge ups to him for doing that,
and doing it the right way, because he could have gone and he could have cut corners. He could have done things a little different. These are solid. Like they're not magnets. It's not like a 3D print, anything else like that. Like this is like solid, and it feels just like one of these Playbase figures. It feels just like them. And what a really cool accomplishment. So
How tall is tall, Gary?
he's like 6'5".
He's about as tall as us.
Then people who are tall, we just call them people.
Dude, I've lived my life for so long being over 6 foot. So I'm 6'1". What are you, 6'3"? 6'2"?
6'4".
You're 6'4".
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I've lived my life so like being tall for so long that like whenever I see someone the same height or like almost close, like they always seem so small, so tall to me. So whenever I see somebody like
you,
anybody 6 foot or above, I'm like, yo, you're fucking tall, and I feel small, and I'm the same height.
Imagine how it feels to be a bald, white, short guy with a beard and glasses looking at tall people. That's crazy. How tall are you, Cooper?
I'm 6 feet even.
Oh, never mind. I'm just short. I'm 5'10".
Oh my God, bro.
Can we just get a group picture sometime? Like, I'll just be in
that. That's awesome. And then my last one that I'll go with is one that we were talking about briefly, the Creature Leo. So just showing him. Such a good figure.
Such a
good
figure.
Amount of detail on this and just everything. This is just, it's amazing. And it's just like in comparison to the original, I've got the original right here. It blows this thing away. Like, oh, okay, this looks like a McDonald's toy in comparison.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it's such a beautiful figure. It's so cool.
Hey, Justin, can you bring the old one back again and put it next to the? Okay, so the old one, that is Brandon, and the new one is me. Hi, little Brandon.
And I am the fish, and that's
Wow.
the camaraderie is real.
That's funny.
So those are my first 3 choices.
Those are good
highly
choices.
recommend the Shadow line if you guys get a chance to check them out. You could even go back an episode. Our last episode featured them. Go check them out.
Yeah, doubling down on height. I will be at C2E2 this year finally.
Oh, good.
No, you won't.
So
no,
you won't. No, we're getting a table. We will be there. Like, I'll be working, so
I'll be there.
We can all get a photo.
Brandon, you coming?
Wait, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's in Chicago.
That sounds amazing.
Come on, man. You want the photo or not?
I know.
Yeah, that's
when
literally the reason to go. It'll be in April, I think.
Oh, I got time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Brandon. If you don't make it, I'll be at PowerCon 2025 in August.
No, I'll try to do both.
Well, that's great. So, who wants to go next? Who's got the next?
I'll go.
Their bottom 3. Jay's got them.
Because I have cool things to show.
All right.
Maybe.
Number 10, Mezco Raph. Number 9, Mezco Mikey. Number 8, Mezco. I'm sorry, Jay. I love you.
Mess
Number
with food,
7.
Mikey. What the
Let's go
hell?
Snake Eyes.
Wow.
I actually I trimmed it to be
Beautiful.
turtle only.
Well, we all dropped the ball on this one this year.
Yep.
So
Look at
it
this.
is the Mondo Archie. This
Love
guy is super freaking fun.
Yes, that Baywatch on TV.
So
I think it
honestly,
is.
honestly, like the little story I had in my head, he's just like, guys, for real. I called Pamela Anderson. I picked up the phone book and I looked up Pamela Anderson and I was like, yo, babe, when are we getting out? And then Mikey's kind of coming in like, oh my God, him and his Pamela Anderson story as Raph is, watching Baywatch. And that's kind of the little
Dude, I love it.
storytelling there.
My next episode is a comic read of the Archies, and it's the Mighty Mutanimals, where he's on the spaceship with Raph, and they're taking on Maligna and all that. So it's like I've been steeped in Mondo Gecko for a while. I love it.
This is just a beautiful figure. Just the fact that I think I need to shoot him a little bit more, but it's a great one. So number 9, I'm cheating, and you guys don't mind that I cheat, right?
No,
I'm going with the Ronin, Casey, Mikey, and Donnie. So just kind of like the
I'm
trio.
surprised that Casey made it. To be honest with you.
Here's another Mondo.
He's doing some beats, some break
Yeah,
beats.
he's kind of like in front of a record store.
Look at the eyeball at it.
That's really
bro.
cool.
Hey man, I've learned a couple things over the
You
last
learned some things.
year or two.
I do love that Mona Lisa as well.
Great figure, and it actually made me appreciate it a little bit more because she was in that DLC, that Shredder's Revenge
Yes,
DLC.
yeah.
Yep.
She's so
With
awesome
Mondo.
in it. Yeah, exactly. Here's another one.
He's eating pizza.
This is one of those where so a lot of people there's this one dude I couldn't explain to him what was going on because this is kind of like that sitcom thing. So Mikey is literally high, right? But that's me telling people, hey, he's high. Mondo's like, hey, my hands don't work.
Why do they
and
call
Raph
him
is just
fingers,
like-
man?
And Raph is like, yo, take that fucking plant with you and get out of here. So
Okay.
just
Damn.
a little, I don't know, like 2-dimensional thought.
Too much smoke.
Yeah, too much smoke.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I feel like they
big
did
achievement.
didn't they do like a special with this with Michelangelo and then cigarette smoking?
Yep. That was marijuana, wasn't it?
I mean,
That's
they could
hilarious.
be. Yeah.
Anyway,
These are awesome. Oh wow, yeah.
the Ronin turtles, these guys were awesome. I wish they had a little bit more. Like I had to mod them myself, but it's whatever. This guy is a monster, and they're just beautiful. Ultimately,
They are.
like the whole
So
like
good.
Ronin line is
Did you include the
absolutely
Splinter in there
spectacular.
too?
Sorry,
Did you-
I did not get the
Oh,
Splinter
look at him.
because I was being stubborn, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna pay for the shipping. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man,
so
that
Mikey-
Damn.
I pulled this move out of the Tournament Fighters, kind of his like little Street Fighter
Oh, yeah.
spinning.
I was gonna say that. Like that's like a tournament fighter's move.
I love that.
Actually, Trevor liked this picture. Shockingly, he never likes anything that's not NECA. So, hi, Trevor.
He did remove Instagram off his phone, so that's really cool that he liked it. So that means he saw it.
Hey.
at some point.
Cool.
So here's just
Always got the
another
ledge.
yeah, I always kind of so in my head I had this thing where I took Casey's sledgehammer and Raph is just kind of like he just has that that almost that his face has that like persona of just like a basher, like this head ultimately.
I don't
He's like the
disagree with that at all.
most
Yeah.
aggressive one. But I really like this whole line, and honestly, I can't wait
beautiful.
for more. Especially this like I guess flashback portion of the Ronin line.
I just got the poster. You might appreciate this in my Bish
let's see.
box. I'm gonna pull this out. because I do the Bish Kids Bish box, and I'm gonna show this. There we go. This has new turtles and the flashback turtles as you're showing. And hold on, I gotta take the screen back for a second so I
I
can
say,
show this.
is that the 30th anniversary cover poster? Yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
Oh, man. Wow,
I don't know
that
if you
is
guys can
beautiful.
see it.
yeah.
You got to like frame that and put it up.
I said I was thinking about it. Let me
Ooh,
I just
I
gotta
said
pull it straight
30,
for 1 sec.
40th anniversary. That's what it was, the 40th anniversary.
There we go. If you folks can see, this is
Yeah.
so good. Like Ben Bishop artwork with everything on it, and it's got like all the favorites. It's got the new turtles, the old turtles,
Let's see if I can get the
Splinter,
show.
Casey Marie. So cool.
Oh, you can kind of see it. There you go. My wallpaper on my phone.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
wow. So yeah,
beautiful,
you
man.
were very aware of it.
Oh yeah.
Let's add him.
I when I look at like figures like turtles with clothes, for some reason it's never like works for me. Like when they put them in the Michael Bay movies and they had pants and stuff like that, like it always weirded me out. But seeing them in this line and in the comic, obviously, it's like the first time I look at that and go, yeah, I'm good with this. Like they're just
Yeah.
they're so good.
I think they just had to find the right fashion for them where it made sense because
Yeah.
sometimes it just looks dumb.
What's funny about it that you say that is like I love the Ronin stuff, and Raphael's the only one that doesn't wear pants. So like looking at the photo, you're never gonna unsee it. It's like your typical like '90s dad walking around this house with his whitey tighties on and just his bright white thighs. That's how I look at Raphael in this line, and it bothers the hell out of me. 'Cause I love
That's
him,
incredible.
but like it just looks like he's walking around without pants on.
I feel like he would be wearing like New York Giants Zubaz pants.
So yeah, Ronan, just
Oh
another
yeah,
Mikey
I
shot.
saw that one on your Instagram. That's fantastic.
Thank you, man.
The depth
This
of perspective and all that, like that's so beautiful.
Too much smoke, man. Too much smoke.
yeah, I don't know any of these like words. I'm just like, yeah, I think this shit looks cool. So it's for advanced folk. The next one is the Usagi, the 4-pack. I really freaking love the 4-pack. And I just threw in the space guy in there just to kind of make him like two people. I did pick up the I don't know if it was Space Usagi or like the something in the snow Usagi. I just like picked it up, so maybe I'll learn a little bit more about kind of like the what the hell is Space Usagi? Is he just in space and kind of like what
Yeah,
is that
it's a
like about?
separate story. So it's essentially very similar. He's still working for he still works for like the I don't know if it's a daimyo or if it's the like the shogun or something like that. But now they have
Mhm.
spaceships, and he's trying to save the prince. And they escape this battle in like a spaceship, and that's kind of the story. So it's really good. It's a 3-issue arc.
Yeah. I did pick up the trade, so I'm excited to read it. This is just another Donnie shot in
Oh
here,
wow,
and just like an Usagi shot.
beautiful.
And that's it. Those are my 10 cheating as hell with 9,
Okay.
and then 7. So it's Mondo, the Ronin flashbacks, and number 8 is the Usagi 4-pack.
Yeah, I was surprised because I think the Casey is the weakest of the bunch. Like the face that looks like Walton Goggins, on it, where it's like, oh yeah, it's the ghoul from, you know,
Yeah.
From
but
Amazon.
it's like,
So
oh, okay. But in the mask, he looks amazing.
yeah,
And to talk to Ben and to see like the original artwork and all that, he's like, yeah, it looks exactly like it's supposed to look. And I'm like, really? Are you sure? It's-
I bought a second one and put long hair on him.
that would make sense. Yeah, that
oh
would.
yeah,
I
that
ripped
was
the
so
hair
cool.
off of the Phantom of the Opera Casey. I had 2 of those, so I took the
Oh,
the
yeah.
hair off of one of those, and then I shaved it down and put it on him. And I think it looks way better, personally.
Maybe that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't fit the narrative because it's like he had the short hair in the book, so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't make the
Yeah.
figure, but I totally see that. I mean, that would make it look closer to Elias, from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bias towards long hair, so
Okay, well that makes sense. I used to have
Me
long
too.
hair, Gary.
You have a
So,
bias.
all right, fellas, who's up next?
You want to go, Gary?
Yeah, I can kind of be quick. I ain't got like crazy awesome picture visual aids.
Freaking
think any of us
fine.
do.
By the way, Jay,
Under-
I posted 6 photos in the past 2 weeks. So
Underachiever.
so this guy got bumped to number 10 because I broke him right before we went live. But it's the Super 7 Leonardo.
Very
This
cool.
guy would have been in the top 5, but
Wow.
I just tried to move him, and his pick hand snapped off immediately. So
Terrible, man.
I
Terrible.
went from being super hyped on this because I think it's one of the best looking figures they've done in a long time with cool features.
I
I love
love
those
that.
guitars that are like double guitars.
Yeah. It's super cool. I think they did such a good job on this, and it feels good. Everything's great on it.
Flight of hand.
Seems like the pegs are just not cutting it. So you can see the pegs still in
How's
there.
the texture on the pants? Are the jeans textured?
They are actually. I don't know if
Does
it's
it feel like the 90s
camera.
ones?
Nah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's got a. It does. It they are textured. They have like the same kind of jean texture.
Yeah, because the original
hey.
Playmates one had that.
Yeah.
And I'm remembering he had like 2 blue guitar swords, right? That's what
Yeah.
that is. And they
Yeah.
stuck it into the guitar. That's
Yeah.
really
So
cool.
instead of
So
having them as
badass.
separate items, they're in there. So I'm a big
I haven't
fan of
opened
this
mine yet.
dude. This is worth it. I think
I'm
he was
going
like
to.
20% off or something on Amazon, which is where I got it from.
Yeah.
And then
I'll probably check that out.
Punker Don goes with it also. It just looks really
Yeah.
good.
I got to get him.
He'll be showing up later on our list, I'm sure.
So number
Wink.
9, we're gonna stray from turtles.
Okay.
Because I want to do like best figures of the year, in my opinion. And this is a custom repaint of a McFarlane Space Marine.
Oh,
That was
wow.
I think $30. I repainted this. I posted it a while back. He was bright blue. But this is I think it's just an aquamarine, maybe a space marine. I can't remember. But for $30, not a lot of accessories, but they do such a great job with articulation on these guys. They're essentially ratcheted joints.
Oh, that is cool.
You can't hear it, you can feel it.
No,
I heard
but-
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, you can
anyway,
definitely hear it.
they've got a lot of good range for being these big mech guys. So they've been doing a really good job on these. I don't think they sell that well, and I see them very hard to find at Targets. So either people are buying them as soon as they come in, or they're just not producing a lot of them. But like just the look on them, all black. I had a lot of fun with this, and it's something that I did a new kind of paint scheme on. I'm reteaching myself how to paint better. So this guy is kind of close to my heart for this year.
Beautiful, G.
What do you use for your paints? You using an enamel on it, or do you use
So-
acrylic?
I've been using I use Vallejo and Citadel normally.
Okay, so miniature paints.
Yep. So I do miniature paints, but I just started using so we've got our thinning medium that they do, and then I also got the metal medium, which you do a couple drops in with your paint, and you get your normal like Vallejo game color, or I've also been playing with some of their air, which is model air, which can be used. You can't, it says model air on it, but this is for airbrushing, which can be used on as normal paint. So if you want to do like something like with those, I use an actual model air metal, and it worked out pretty well for some like wearing and some scrapes and scratches, which is really cool. So I've been using that stuff. I think it's a ton of fun. What we got? Number 7.
That would be the third. Yep.
I know we're going to see him pop back up, but this was a figure that I thought came out very nice this year in the Turtles line.
Yeah.
Archie's Leatherhead. I ended up buying 2 of them because I liked it so much. So
Where's his hat? Is my question. They could have given him a vest and a hat, and I would have been completely satisfied.
I wish they would have given him the full mask.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the
that
fact
too.
that
Yeah.
we got fun range on his mouth. He doesn't have the best range on body, but I just feel like he's a good piece. Like on a shelf, he's just a big bulky piece. So Super 7 runs big. He is definitely a little bit.
Yeah, he's similar.
He
It's like
fits
as big
into
as the Super 7 Slash.
Yeah, like he's
I-
a bulky guy.
I pick and choose with the Archie line because I didn't read it, and I just go with what looks good, which I want to read this eventually, and then I'll regret it and want to buy them all later on. But like the Leatherhead, like I know it's like the stump wrestling thing, and I'm like ready for like Justin just said, like I want the actual like Leatherhead, and like I bought the Ray Fillet, but he's not called that, right? It's called something else.
They
Man
call
Ray.
him Man Ray. Yeah.
Man Ray.
But yeah, like that, I do love that figure so much. It just I just can't buy one wrestling figure and then not the rest of them.
Yeah.
I love so much about that
Maniacs.
figure. Not in my top 10 though. So it was just missing too much for me. So, but I did
Like
get
what?
it. Well, a hat and a vest. The shape of the face a little bit. It's kind of like I was talking about with Gary earlier about like the Donatello from the Stump Wrestling. Like the face is kind of frozen in a moment. So it's like, well, what's the other option that you have? Because even
Yeah.
like Dreadman and Jaguar have different options. This is
Yeah.
just kind of like, all right, this is only Stump Wrestling Leatherhead. If you give me the other things, it's like, okay, this is Leatherhead from the Leatherhead Donatello series because they had a 3-issue miniseries, or this is Leatherhead from the Mighty Mutanimals, which is what I really wanted. So it's close, but it's not there.
Yeah.
Because that
And the
model
head does come off easily.
It does.
It does, yeah. Because
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
it's a
look at that.
pretty easy figure to take apart. So
Nice.
you've got your normal ball peg in there. So
Yeah, and I think for sculpting they nailed it. Absolutely, it looks just like the Ken Mitroni art.
We're all through the roof excited for 2012, right? Like that's not even a question.
Oh, the 2012 figures from Super 7?
Yeah.
Or no, from NECA.
no, NECA. Yeah.
That's right.
Those
All
will
right,
be
man.
everybody's top next year.
Maybe, I don't know. This
If
seems like they'll be harder to get.
2003 is good, Gary, those are just going to be at the top of my list. Period.
No.
Well,
I just need them to.
they're Super 7, so we'll see them probably in 2027. You know, I mean,
Don't say that.
how long have we been waiting for these other figures? Like Punker Don was what, like a year and a half?
Don't say that.
No, Punker Don was like 2.5 years, dude.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah.
But
Brandon, do your glasses match the top of your drink cup?
Yeah,
you got to
Nice.
accessorize, dude.
Damn,
that's a happenstance, but
you would be an amazing action figure.
I need a
You
box.
picked them up earlier.
Yeah, I have like 9 pairs of glasses, and they're all different colors because Zenny.com is great, and I used to pay like $200 for 1 pair of glasses. Now I'm buying 8 for that price. So it's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Okay, so I don't really have an order like locked down. I'm just kind of looking at what I brought and going from there. But this is one that like a lot of people just don't get, and I just love it. But the Fugglers,
Oh,
the Tmnt
Fugglers.
Fugglers, I love these stupid things so much. And Michelangelo's my favorite, so you're gonna see like Michelangelo version of all the stuff that I present.
Totally fine.
Like they're so stupid. They're so stupid. They have a butthole, but like it's just it's a buttonhole. It's so good. And
Mine says Xavier Roberts on the ass. That's
mine doesn't have anything. But I
a
love
Cabbage Patch joke. Don't worry about it.
I love the original. Like I don't love that logos are on it. Like I don't like that usually. Like if you know what it is, it speaks for itself. But
Yeah.
but I do like just I never even heard of Fugglers until this, and then now I'm like, oh, they're kind of cool. I probably wouldn't buy any unless they were Ninja Turtle related.
I did not see this coming at all. So
And
The
affordable.
yeah, they were like $12 a piece, weren't they?
No, they're like $7 or $8.
Yeah,
they're
it
cheap.
was nice. It was
Brandon
really nice.
did have a wacky list last year. Hey, and you got all 4, right?
Yeah, I got all 4.
Okay.
We've had a hard time finding Mikey and Raph out here. Usually it's just the Leo and Donnie.
They got dropped on like the end. They got dropped like 6 months later when they did the tails end cap.
Yeah.
Oh my
I still
God!
don't
Look at
have any.
Raph.
Oh,
Raph
wow.
is awesome.
Holy smokes!
Dude, he looks like the guy in the Fraggles that hangs out with the minstrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
looks like
thing
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar a little bit too.
the only thing that I don't like about this is that like I think they really cheaped out on I forget which one it is, but like 2 of them, like this one is the exact same face essentially, like the squinty
Kinda.
eyes, the same nose, like the same kind of teeth, and Everyone else is different, and then like it just feels like this is the same thing, but they put fox ears on them. But I mean, like I said, $7, and I love them.
Wow.
They're just so stupid.
Were you
But I
upset they
love
didn't
stupid
use
things.
real human teeth?
No, I'm very
Okay.
glad. It's one of my biggest fears in life is someone touching my teeth. And like when there's a horror movie, I can just instinctively tell when someone's gonna get their teeth extracted. I just right away.
Ugh.
Darkness
yeah,
Falls.
I hate teeth movies, and that's terrible. Number 9 is off. I think except for one, we have most of it have done like all. Sorry, number 9 is the Balkan Skull from Super
wow.
7.
Okay.
I love
Oh,
these figures.
damn.
Good
It's
pick.
the
Wow.
first time that Super 7 did
Louis
the
Anderson.
Power Rangers figures. It does look like Louis. All right.
Hey, what's going on?
But it actually looks like them. If
Yeah.
you look at all the Super 7 Power Rangers, like the reason I haven't really bought them is because their faces just don't look like the characters at all.
How's the
Like the
scale
Tommy
with Hasbro?
one is so
They're
bad.
taller.
Like
They're a little taller.
I don't even see that, but like that's
Oh.
Tommy, and I hate it.
They're not good.
It's-
The first releases of those
it's
that you're showing,
so
they're terrible.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad. They did better with the White Ranger one, but yeah, these Balkan Skulls, like they're just so like fun, and the accessories they come with are just perfect. And of course, I don't have them with me right now, but
Does he come with like an aviation helmet, or what did he have? Like a pilot's helmet?
Shoot, I can't.
I
remember
did
what he
not
had.
watch Power Rangers, so I don't really know. Like I know these guys, but I don't know like what they would come with.
Yeah, I wish I had the accessories on me.
I got introduced to Austin St. John over the weekend, and I'm making him a shoe.
Really?
Cool.
Red
Yeah,
Ranger.
that's so
If you don't know
sick.
who he is, Jeff.
That's really
No,
cool.
I know like the guys. Like I met David Yost and I met Walter. I forget Walter's last name, but I just
Jones.
like Walter Jones. Okay, see,
Walter's
I've met
the
them
best.
at C2E2.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, they're sorry, I was looking for the accessories. But yeah, they're just really cool. I like them. I like them a lot.
Oh, good choice.
And then oh man, this is hard already. I'm gonna go with even though I haven't opened it yet because I haven't had time, but like the Rat King from Super 7. This thing is
NECA.
just beautiful. Sorry, from NECA. This thing is just beautiful, and I love just the crazy face he's got there. Sorry, I was thinking about the Super 7 Rat King, the
sexy king.
the stupid sexy Rat King.
With his
but yeah.
assassins.
Yeah, but this is just I love how just like bulky he is, and just like he's given like Walter White vibes, like just the way he's standing, and
He kind of looks almost like he's from duotone paper too, like the way that they have it.
yeah, because there's only like 3 colors on them with variations. But yeah, this is just like I just haven't had time to do this, but I when I get this, like this is just one of like my favorite villains of the Turtles, and I just thought this is like a wonderful, beautiful representation of them.
That's a good question too. What do you like about the Rat King? Because it seems like a lot of you guys are really excited about the figure and all that. Like,
so I have a personal reason why. Like
Okay.
my great grandma, she used to like bring my turtles over every week, and I would play with them, and she just made this like when she saw the Rat King, and so my dumb little 5-year-old mind was like, oh, it's really scaring her. So like I would do like just like bring it out and
That's so
scare her, and she would every single time she would just react the exact same way, and it was like fully dramatic. And so
he was a gross figure. Like when
Yeah.
you look at him, like another one's like Pizza Face, like ew, he's missing his thumb and all that. So yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
So I got a sentimental attachment to Rat King, but just in general, I like deranged characters, and he's like fully deranged. He's just insane. So
I had someone who was writing a fan fiction where he was trying to make like the Rat King like the hero of it, and he sent it to me, and I read it and I gave him some notes, and I'm like, this is not what you think it is. Like you're trying to make it where it's like he wants to take over the world. I'm like, no, that's not what the Rat King's all about. Like
Rat
no.
King wants to like invest in fridges,
Yeah,
steal things.
Like he's like, oh, and then we'll do this, and I'll have the turtles help me. And I'm like, no, man. Like you need to go back and like read your lore, like understand the character before you try to write something. You know,
Rat King
like,
invest in Dogecoin.
yeah, that would be
Rat coin.
hilarious. That would be so funny. Yeah.
Just
Although-
normal rat king in like a suit and stuff, but he's got a little top hat on with the face wraps, and he's just got rat coin, like a little briefcase.
Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah, that's probably like a Saturday morning adventures would do
That'd be
something. Eric
really
Burnham
funny.
would pull that out.
Although,
Yeah.
so honestly, so the rat you said like what makes him like cool to you guys? I always kind of thought he was like super cool, but it was just like he didn't have enough oomph as like a bad dude. Like especially in the Red Sky seasons, he had the trench coat and he had that gun and
That's true.
like his eyes even like kind of glue, right? And like and he just looks like super cool in like all the versions. And bro, and like IDW like took him like to extreme lengths with the Armageddon game. I actually just finished the
Oh,
entire
good.
IDW run, by the way.
Nice.
And I already did start the Jason Aaron. Just beautiful stuff, beautiful art and storytelling. But I just wanted more from him, kind of in the because you're just like, oh, he's just kind of a simpleton. Like he doesn't want a lot, but in the IDW he wanted everything.
Oh yeah.
And
Agent of
he was almost kind
Chaos.
of like a Joker character. Like he's like, oh, I'm just having fun and it's chaos.
Or
And it's,
Mr. Mitz yet Spicklick, from Superman, kind of like a
yeah,
dimensional being outside of the constraints of morality that's kind of looking to basically just cause strife wherever he goes.
yep. So I really liked that version of him. Again, they gave him that oomph that I'm talking about because he's always so cool and he just
Nice.
and he looks strong, right? And he's got this cool voice, and
Townsend
he
Coleman did the voice in the cartoon.
holy shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really hope that if this supposed live action franchise is coming out later on, movie series, I really hope they start with like more ground level things too, and then escalate. But like, it'd be so cool to
Yeah.
see a Rat King storyline. Like, it would
Yep.
just be.
I-
Would love to see
yeah.
that.
I'd love to see a fan film or something like that if someone's going to do it. Get the turtles, get some of those suits and all that. You could do a lot with the Rat King and just have the turtles in the room.
Yep.
Mhm.
So these are great ideas, guys.
I just think he looks cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. He just looks cool.
I like him in the Turtles game. I think that's one of the fun levels that you have when you're playing in the sewer. The Rat King.
Very annoying. Very annoying. The wave of rats and
Yeah.
and you're stepping on the rat. Very annoying.
Oh, it's
breaking
terrible.
your
I love
hit
it.
counter.
Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna move on. So we did 7. Let's see. So I did was it 10, 9, 8? Okay, so my number 7, I'm gonna pull out. This is gonna probably surprise you because it seems super basic, but I am a big fan of this one because it jumped off the page to me. Super 7 Karai. So Super 7
Didn't get that
Karai.
yet.
Wow.
This one is literally, if you look at the cover that they did for City at War, it's like they took the exact
Yeah.
Karai from that, and like she's holding a bow and arrow and all that. She's amazing. Like they've never had a Karai figure that was like this complete. Because the other ones that you look at, you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of like it's a generic body, or the head's just different and everything else. This is a really great figure, and the way that they made it, it's softer. Like the human seems softer than the turtles, where it's like it's a little gummier, and I mean, they just did a really good job on this thing. So that's what I'm gonna go with, the Super 7 Karai.
Very nice pick.
It's got a good finish on it.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm super happy with it. Yeah, this next one I showed you guys, the Loyal Subjects Dark Leo. I love this
Oh
figure. I love it. I think it looks amazing.
man, let me tell you guys a story. So I asked my friend Gary Dolan like 2 years ago. I'm like, hey, make me a custom dark Leo.
Oh yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, sure. There we are 2 years later. And 2 years later, Saturday Morning is making a comic about it. They're like, they're gonna do him, and they're gonna get all the buzz. Meanwhile, Gary was supposed to get the buzz because I know he would have fucking killed it because he's a
Yeah.
customs machine. But
So I
whatever.
started it. I just found it in my closet while I was cleaning it over the weekend.
He is lying.
He's
This
always
is my-
got something nearby.
This is my early interpretation of it, and it's not great. But this is it's beat to shit because it's been sitting in my closet for so
Oh,
long.
wow.
But I sculpted a mask on it and everything.
Wow.
I didn't know
Yeah.
what Dark Leo looked like. I was just going off of like what sounded cool. So
No, that
That's
looks pretty
amazing.
fucking dope, man.
He's
Color that
really
bandana red, and you're like ahead.
Yeah, like I was showing them before, the deviations pack for the board game. The deviations pack shows what they look like,
Oh man.
and this has actual cards on it that shows you like what each of them looks like. Essentially, it's just them with a red bandana, like scarf, and black bandanas, and they all have kind of the same outfit.
That was one of the craziest like comic arcs I have ever freaking read in my life. I'm like, Leo, what are you doing? And he looks at Master Splinter and says, I will not let you touch my master while
Yeah.
guarding Shredder. That was so fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
That was
we're in the middle of that read as we speak. So I have that. We're in the middle of City at War. And eventually the plan is next year when I get them all recorded, I'm gonna go through and do the best of Dark Leonardo, and I'm gonna put them all in there and do the deviations one too. So
so good, man. That was
look forward to it.
incredible.
But this guy's great. He looks amazing. He does have that sort of wash on him, the wash finish. So I hope that they come out with another one. I mean, I'll probably buy every version of this if they give me a grayscale one. I would love a grayscale one with just red on it. That would be fantastic. Swords are incredibly brittle. I didn't even try to put him in his hand. He came with the claw on one of his hands, and you can have it short so it doesn't show, but it's just really cool, this really long looking claw. So that's one of them. And then my next one, let's see. Oh, I picked Archie Mondo Gecko for my number 5. So amazing figure, love it. Couldn't say enough good things about it. The box art itself is amazing. Like just how they put it in there. And I actually bought one to just keep in the box, which I never do. Exactly.
Oh,
Like if
look
you
at
look
that.
at that thing, this is like the truest to form Archie figure that they've made, I think. For like all the non-turtle characters. It's absolutely gorgeous.
what I like about it is he's not 100% off the page, Archie.
He is a little bit stretched out and different too.
Yeah, he's a little more toy interpreted, and I think that makes for a better figure. I think they did right by him.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think the biggest thing was making it a little bit more human and a little bit less like, oh, we're making like a big lizard nose, which is what they did with Super 7 and what they did with the original the cartoon one. And I love those figures too. It's just this one, like, it looks more human.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Those are my choices, gentlemen.
Very nice. We're going to cross over again.
I just love Jason. Very nice. All right, on to my stuff.
Oh, damn. Look at that.
This is my interpretation of the Mirage. Like, there's a comic panel, and he basically just like slams Mikey with like a piece of wood, and he ends up like carrying him off. But this figure, like you guys said, it's phenomenal. Plus, like the rats that came with him. Like this is the Splinter, the small, but I just kind of put him in the foreground to make him. And then this like screaming, running rat is so
Damn.
freaking fun. Also, that like other dead one with like the tongue out or whatever. I don't even know like what that one is, but
Is that the one that's curved?
yeah.
I have him on the top of the staff. I have him like on top of the staff as like it's like he stuck him in. Like I keep looking at mine when you guys are talking about him. I stuck mine on the staff.
So here's a weird thing.
there.
So here's a weird thing. I don't recall. Oh, by the way, can we talk about how awesome of a fucking Mirage arc this shit is?
Yeah.
Like with this
Obviously.
Rat King, like it is some dark fucking shit. Like holy cow! The first time I read it was like earlier this year, because apparently it's very fucking confusing how to read Mirage comics digitally. It was very fucking annoying, but excuse me for the swearing. So
It's fine.
one thing about this figure.
Damn.
That I do not understand. So he has fists that are like this, and then he has fists that are like this, and it's from the box, but I don't know like the purpose of it. Like he has hands like this, and then he has hands like this. I don't know what. Again, I see that it's like a panel, but I don't know the use for it.
And he's not trying to hold like a string or anything like that.
No,
It-
no.
Is there horizontal and vertical hinges on them?
It looks like the thumb is just placed in different spots.
Oh,
for
I don't
those
know.
things.
It's just like in. So I thought that was very strange.
I
But
can see
anyway,
from a
this-
martial arts standpoint doing that because the placement of the thumb is different with different types of like punches, but it doesn't make sense really
No.
for a sculpt.
No. I played a little game with people when I sent them this photo, and I said, okay, can you count all the rats that are in the picture? So, Justin, I'm gonna ask you to count all the rats in this picture and tell me that. Actually, everyone count and tell me how many do you see in here.
I guess 5 because I can't see anything on him. I'm gonna say
Okay,
5.
you say 5. I think Gary already knows, but Brandon, how many do you see?
I
Oh
see
wait, there's one.
7.
6.
7. Okay, is that
Oh
the
wait,
final
is there
answer?
one on his knee?
I
If
don't
there's
know.
one
You
on his
tell
knee,
me.
that's 7. Okay. Because I didn't see the
7
brown
is the
one.
correct answer.
Yeah. No. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I did not see that one on his knee.
Yeah.
That's sneaky.
The correct answer is actually 8 because you have to include the Rat King himself.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right.
No.
So that is my whatever the hell number that we're on now. The next one, I actually can't remember, but it is the freaking footbots. I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
if
I
these
remember
came
last
like
year you guys
later.
loved the Sinjas. So
I don't know if these came later in the year or like very early.
no, this is definitely from this year. Yeah.
But holy shit, these things, I have used them in almost every toy photo that I took this year. I love them so much. You can just do so many like wacky things with them. The amount of hands and the amount of heads that you get. I mean, like a true NECA army builder. This might be like my favorite. I might even like this more than the Syndra, honestly.
Oh
I
wow.
love the height on it, and I love the arm that extended that one. I
Yeah,
love that so much.
yeah. And so like I did a photo where I like stacked like a bunch of these and I made like an extra long like cannon and I had like Leo jumping over it. But these guys I just love these guys so much, man.
That
Those
Leonardo's
guys.
amazing too, by the way.
And not only that, like the Mesco turtles don't really go with anything. Like,
Yeah.
just like they don't fit that aesthetic, but with these guys, like they just they just kind of have that like muddy, like that dark wash on them where they have that like realistic look and feel to them. I think this is like my number. This is
5, is
my
it?
number. So that's my number 6, the Footbot. Number 5. This one drove a lot of people crazy. No. Okay, this is
Oh.
just sorry. This is just another Footbot shot.
Okay.
Number 5 is this
Ooh.
grumpy bald guy.
You found one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hector from Fast and the Furious.
I don't even get that reference, but that's fine. Is that what he looks like?
I guess.
Dude, I'll rant real fast. We waited so goddamn long for this thing. Everybody didn't think it was going to happen. It comes out, and so many people in the community said he looks like Hector from the Fast and the Furious, who's a Hispanic guy. And like, it doesn't look like him. He looks Hispanic. That doesn't look right. And I'm just like, dude, it looks great. It looks fine.
Great.
Wait a
looks
minute. You're
great.
saying that people from the turtle community are complaining about NECA? Come on.
Yeah, right?
Come on. Yeah. I don't get into all that, like when it comes to it, it's either something I'm gonna get or something that I'm not gonna get. I
Yeah.
think that if you're collecting the movies, this is a must, an absolute must.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you'll follow them to get the turtles, the 2 packs from Turtles 3, then like you're not gonna buy a Tatsu. Come on. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, great looking figure.
I absolutely love this guy. Had a blast with him. I was super, super excited. And
Where'd you find him?
so this was the funny thing. So remember there was that collector thingy that they have in like Elgin or wherever the hell, like kind of like every quarter.
Yeah. Yep.
And he was there. The guy had him for like $50 something. And I'm like, oh my God, if I buy him now, like I'm done.
Yep.
And I literally tell the guy something along the lines of, I'm like, man, I really love this. I do this toy photography thing. I'm like, man, he's like, you like turtles? And I show him my Instagram page. And the guy gives it to me for like $2 above retail, like taxes,
damn.
essentially. And I buy it, and that was it. It was like right around the same time it came out. So
that's great, because I mean, we're both in Illinois, and I did not see this guy in the shelves anywhere. And he was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. None of them had them, so it was you'd have to go out of state if you're going to find it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was 2 per store for the stores that got them, and they just redropped him 2 weeks ago. Jay,
yes,
stores are getting like between.
They're getting a bunch now.
Yeah, it's like 3 and 5. Yeah, 3 and 5. I bought a second one because they redropped. So
nice.
Yeah, but
I
super
think
fun figure.
Amazing.
Super fun. I had a great time on. So
yeah, the photos look great too.
Thanks, bro. So that was my number 5.
Yeah, so that's Rat King and the Footbot and Tatsu.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, great. All right, Gary, you're up.
So I meant to say at the top of mine that my whole list would have been all Last Ronin, but I tried to mix it up a little bit because I knew we were going to a Turtles one. Like I'm like dead ass. Like it was straight up like all Last Ronin because it's like my favorite
shit. I don't blame you. Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to go outside the box a little bit. I don't really have a particular order with a lot of these, so I apologize. Movie number 5.
We go to 5. So
we go to 5. So this is what, 7?
7.
So we talked about this one just a little bit. Another wrestling turtle in the mix.
Very cool. Yep.
Is Raphael and
the symbiote Raph.
Symbiote Raph.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not only Symbiote Raph, it's 90s animated series Symbiote Raph.
Because of the blue,
amazing. Yeah. Whatever the painting's called.
The paint is incredible on this, by the way. I love this guy. The reason he's not higher than that is because of the one facial expression. Once again,
yeah.
If we had more faces, that'd be great. But overall, these are the first time we've got pinless turtles, and they're absolutely immaculate on the posing. And they've got like these. They got like the extra rubbery chest, so you can do crazy poses with them, like flying backwards and stuff you couldn't do on the other ones. This one makes me really happy to see what they're going to do for the future of the Toon line, because I can see them reusing these bodies in the normal cartoon line, and us having to buy another set of goddamn turtles in 2 years.
Oh, well, that's fine, because this will be really unique, I think.
Yeah, but look at that head rate.
Of them.
And look at his hands.
Give me the Dark Sky turtles and just use these bodies.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean, you could. Yeah, you just have to put maybe an outline on it or something so it looks like it has sharp edges.
Whatever.
Yeah. I do think that they made the arms longer on these ones because they look like they have longer
I'm sure.
arms. But incredible figures. I'm really excited about these. I bought 2 sets. So having a lot of fun with these. I wish there were more heads though. So
yeah,
that's kind of a huge bummer.
I was telling you when I met Trevor from NECA at Granite, I said, hey, can we just get a head pack for these stump turtles? Because I love them, but I want the options of having different. I'm like, I don't even care, man. You can charge me whatever you want. Just give me these.
Did he tell you it's on the list or no?
He did. He literally said, he's like, it's on the list.
Yeah.
What's on the list?
Different heads for the stump wrestling turtles.
Yeah.
We just need an infinite amount of heads for everything, bro.
Yeah.
For everything.
Seriously, do a subscription service. Each month you pay and you get a new head.
Oh my God, don't suggest that. Oh my God.
Oh, they can't do that logistically. They would explode.
$19.99 you would pay right now.
Oh my God, I pay $20 for a new Donatello.
Don't you ever use NECA and monthly subscription service in the same sentence ever again, please.
Okay. Yeah, we won't invoke the loot crate.
4 years ago, I posted on Facebook that I finally got my arcade Ninja Turtle. The electric
it was 4 years ago.
4 years? Can you believe that?
Wow.
COVID.
That's how long I've had my Armagon.
Dude, right? Anyway, my next one is going to be we're going to throw a curveball. You ready for this one? And
Yes.
I've only picked this one because this technically came out in 2024. The rest of the line, who knows what's going on with it? It is the Toy Collector exclusive Mail-Away homage Earthworm Jim. That was like $60 on eBay, or you could get it through Toy Collector directly for like $50 if you subscribed to their subscribe to their comic book. Jesus Christ, their magazine, their monthly magazine, or whatever the hell they do it.
Okay.
Or if you're just like me, just go on AliExpress, $15, it's yours. So, yeah, I was paying $60. You kidding me? But it is the Mail-Away. If you don't know why he's this color, for anybody that's watching or listening, it's the green and black Earthworm Jim. That was, if you collected enough of the UPCs from the Playmates figures in the 90s, you can do a Mail-Away exclusive figure, and you got this colorway of Earthworm Jim.
Dude, he looks like a Green Lantern.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It's Green Lantern. Yeah, I think that was like the idea. Was Green Lantern.
That is cool looking.
This is a different head, by the way. This is from the head pack. I like this head better. But I have the whole set. I don't know if you probably can see maybe some of them right here, maybe. I got them all. I got every single one. A big fan of these. I don't know what's going on. Last time Premium DNA said anything, they were shipping from China in June. It's now December.
Wow.
So I pre-ordered with them, and I just couldn't wait any longer. So I bought them all on AliExpress for 1/3 the price.
Damn. Yeah. And how'd the box come? Was the shipping
Dude,
okay from there?
Every one I got was mint condition.
Nice.
Yeah, like they don't crush. They really like, even though they were in bubble wrap and normal plastic, they were great.
That's fantastic. That's good news.
I have one more, right? Number 5.
Yep.
Number 5, you did see curveball for the episode. Oh, this is the
Big boy.
Memory Toys or Hero Toys. I think it might be Hero Toys. Not Illidan Storm Rage from World of Warcraft. Eyes light up. He's got wings. Take note, NECA, even though we're never going to see anything that will ever utilize these ever again. But I really like these wings, how they extend. They're super big. He's about $110, but recently I just found him on AliExpress for $43. So if this is something that you're into, soft goods, these are super high quality premium figures, like insanely high quality.
Damn.
They are a ton of fun. And the black light, you can kind of see. Nope, you probably can't. Anyway, his little green things, they glow as a wing falls off. But anyway, yeah, that's number 5.
Great color scheme too.
Dude, they're so good. If anybody's into those higher quality premium figures, man, like Memory Toys, Fury Toys.
Yep.
A lot of them are like, we did a whole Party Wagon podcast episode about value on pricing, and like this is one of the reasons why that came up.
Damn. Yeah. No, that's a real worthy entry. So cool. All right, Brandon, that's you.
All right, it's me. All right. So when I like look at the Super 7 figures or think about the Super 7 figures, what I want out of that line is that I want to have the same feeling I felt when I saw the original figures on the shelves. And like, you know, you look back on how you play with things with rose-colored glasses, and you're just like, you come back to it and it's totally different. Well, this is like exactly what I thought of, like when I remembered the Triceraton.
Wow.
Like that is, and I hate that these aren't open yet. Like I'm not a box collector, but like the weapons are just perfect. It's just exactly the way I remember it as a kid. He is huge. He is huge.
I am curious to see, like, because I've got a Zog here, and I'm curious. I don't know if you've got a Zog, like, just to see like what the comparison is, because he looks bigger than Zog.
When it's not my turn, I will go get it because I know where he is.
Okay.
He's in storage right now, but I do want to compare it to him because I like that idea. But yeah, that Super 7 line's so good, and I just like when it's the original line tribute, like the Playmates tribute line. That's like when I'm all in on the Super
Yeah,
7
that
figures.
was one of my favorites from the original Playmates line too. I could see even like Army building that guy. But even the guns that he had were really super specifically
They're
cool and
unique,
detailed.
and
Yeah.
I love those. And they were like bulky too. The Playmates
Yeah.
figure, though, they were huge. Um,
I'm the same too. I love their Playmate style ones. I've been slowly
Yeah.
falling out of Super Sevens. Like I don't
Yeah.
really care as much when I don't get like one of those. Like this was obviously an homage,
Yeah.
but like
I'm
Gorilla
very
Gorilla.
curious about Sergeant Bananas. I want to see him.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? It's right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look at this.
Man,
This
he's
is the
big.
box size difference between the
Oh.
Triceraton and Gorilla. It's
Yeah.
huge. And this is one that I just bought because I thought it looked cool. Like, this is the only one that I strayed from that line. Like, I didn't do the Karai because there wasn't a Karai figure.
Yeah.
I didn't do the Ninja April. But this
I
is
may
one that
still
I
get the Ninja April, but the cry was just like after getting it and opening it up, it's just so cool.
sorry, it's
Oh
coming.
my god, look at him.
He like that's a cool figure.
Oh my god.
That was the one I was looking forward to the most out of that line. I was so hyped for it. I saw it
Holy
release,
crap.
and for some reason, I'm like, I'm not excited anymore. Someone said that the base head looked like John Cena, and I was like, it kind of ruined it for me. They just ruined it for me. The flat top, like
Now you gotta see it now.
It kind of reminds me though of the old Ghostbusters cartoon, the Filmation Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
where they had the like the Larry Storch and they had the gorilla and all that. So
Yeah.
kind of gives me that vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it doesn't look a little like John Cena because it kind of does, but I mean, I can live with that.
Didn't mean to take away from your pick, Brandon.
No, I love that. I love that a lot.
Someone ruined it for me, so I'm ruining it for all of you.
No, I mean that wasn't even my pick. I was just around.
Oh,
I was just around. My next one, so 6 is Vacation Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh wow!
I love these guys
Good
so
picks.
much. They're so
Look
fun.
at those feet.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, you ever seen a? Oh, it's reverse. Sorry. Yeah, you ever seen a rhino's feet? Look at that. That's great.
Oh my god!
But the accessories that came with it are great, like the lay and the cameras and the very specific scene of when he was a taxi driver driving them to their vacation spot. But yeah, these figures are just so cool. My eyebrow
Hey boys!
fell out, so
Look at that.
this eyebrow is just sitting in there, and I lost it for like 3 weeks in just in my studio. So I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's supposed to come out or if it just came out.
wait,
But yeah,
is the hat affixed to him?
yes, yeah.
There's a propeller on that? I'm sorry, I don't like getting up during podcasts. I took these guys out, put them on my shelf. I don't know if I ever got a propeller on mine.
It's very little in the box, and it's not clear that it's there. I almost threw it away.
Oh,
I threw it away. I didn't know there was a propeller. I had no idea. There's no propeller on mine.
wow! You learn something new every day.
God damn it.
I'm
You
really sorry.
son of a bitch.
I'm really sorry, Gary. It's great. I like it.
That's really cool.
Now I have to go hunt down a whole nother 2-pack, spend $60, just get a fucking half a penny propeller.
You buy a Lucy. Buy someone's loose one. I'm sure someone will bring it up.
Yo,
Or
can I buy your
AliExpress,
Bebop
right?
head?
Wow. All right. So
Trevor's getting a text message.
I need a new propeller.
You think I'm joking? You think I'm fucking joking?
New
I don't.
New phone. Who dis?
I don't. So my number 5 is the Playmates Remastered.
Oh,
Interesting that this
figure.
made the list. Wow.
So I like these a lot, and one of the main reasons I like it is because when you squat them, they go with the Playmates line. Like when you stand them up straight, they look way too tall.
Yeah.
And I really wish I had one in here right now to compare it to. But it just looks way too tall. And then when you actually like go, oh, well, the original figures were always posed. So you pose them and they're the perfect size. And it's like, this is what I'm displaying with my old figures now. Like it's just
the pitting on them isn't off-putting at all. Like these.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me at all. When I saw the photos of it, so the first photos were great. Then I saw like the detailed super up close. Yeah, so you look at
Oh,
that.
nice. Yeah.
It looks like he's taller, but when you squat him down,
Yeah,
it's about the same.
he's a little squatted on mine, but you can clearly see.
Yeah, and
Those did
but
not
one
make it to the
thing,
shelves in most of our Targets out here either. Oh, look at the chain on that.
yeah. So, but the thing that sucks about this line is that they put these like I don't even know what they're called, but I've been calling them Imagine weapons, and they're just like weird non things that I've
Like the
ever seen
pizza
them
knife?
have. Yeah, look at that. It's
Oh,
Donatello's. It's like
that
what?
doesn't
Like
make sense.
no, like Leonardo has like this axe thing, and
This is
it looks like it's like
Raphael.
out of Halo or something. Yeah, there's Raphael's with a
That's
hammer.
a rock
hammer.
hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But what's even more infuriating is that these, yeah,
That's at least a thing. Yeah.
yeah, but these weapons are from the classic collection. No.
Oh.
They're from something, but they're reused. I think it might be the classic collection. So
So
like
that
they're
would
just
be that Playmates re-release for Toys R Us.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Their
These
weapons were great.
yeah, they were great, but I feel like they're not anymore. And I
No, because they changed the plastic on them.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't. And Playmates is not. I mean, Playmates is reusing stuff all the time, but I think the reason that this is so good to me is because one, because like I just said, it fits with the old figures, but this was like the first time I saw Playmates given a crap recently, and
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
fair.
oh yeah, like that's really cool. They didn't just reissue the terrible comic figures that have like I have a Donatello where the eyes are painted up here on the head.
Oh.
It's horrific.
Yeah, those
Um,
Toys R Us figures from Playmates, the Triceraton that they made was just like really weird, and the like the Bebop too, and I'm like,
yeah,
what the heck? Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot that I had a photo collab that I was supposed to post at a certain time, so my
no
bad.
worries.
But I'm back.
Yeah, you got it.
You're good.
Well, hey, I think it's no, it's not. It's Justin's turn.
All right, that was good. That was good 3-1. So we've got I guess top 4 we can do now, right?
Just do maybe 3 and save the
Save the
last one
last
for the
one.
one.
No problem. Mine's not going to be a surprise. So you guys didn't get a chance to see this guy. This is my next entry, which is Punker Don from Super 7.
My God, that's a cool freaking figure.
I can't wait to get that.
Man.
Besides that, different heads. So you got
Oh
different head
my
here
God, man.
and different head here. So 3 different heads that he comes with.
I'm just
Right.
praying to God that I never see that in person anywhere because
Dude, that's
It's so
how
good.
Super 7 gets you. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like when
For
you
real?
like, when you see that stuff in person, you're like, fuck.
It's one of those things. This would have been any other year. This would have been my favorite figure of the year. Any other year. Like with the amount of stuff that came out this year, it's lower on the list because there's some other stuff that came out that just like kind of blew it away. This is amazing. Like the textures on everything, like the matte painting, like he's got a necklace, like that's made with chain. So many interchangeable hands, the
Ugh.
3 heads, the paint on everything. It's fantastic. Like this is like I mean, it's just gorgeous. So I'd say that. And yeah, they've got the punk sort of spiked hair, which is a great looking head. It's just not what I wanted, and which ironically looks like our friend Casey Jones. Anyone knows Casey Jones? This looks a lot like him. So and then there's this one. He does have an earring on the side, but it's on the side of his mask. So yeah, it's really cool. He comes with a giant clarinet bow staff. It's a clarinet.
It's so good.
I just hope I never see that, man. I really hope I never see it.
Yeah, and
Brandon
it's
over here digging through the weeds of his toys.
yeah.
Sorry, am I loud?
You're good, bro.
Surprisingly, very.
Sorry.
All right, my next one is I'm not going to go too far from Donatello. This one technically came out in 2024, which is the 5K Toys, the Fury Donatello, the Musket Man. I think he's the autumn version. This is a gorgeous figure, and I know it's either your style or it's not. It's super detailed. The scale is really diminutive. It's about the same size as maybe a little bit bigger than your Playmates toys, but super articulated, super detailed. I love the faces on these. and it's such a different take on them. I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to getting the other ones.
So my question to you about those though,
Yeah.
is we all know they're unlicensed, right? Do you think that Nickelodeon would have approved those designs?
Absolutely not, and that's kind of why I like it,
Yeah,
because it's a different take on it.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I respect the Mikey one, but it's not for me. And I think they said they're putting out a regular one in all the accessory
If you get
set.
the pack
that's
with it,
coming.
yeah, it doesn't have the ponytail on it, and
Yeah,
that's
it
Yeah.
that's
doesn't
why
do
I
anything
just got
for
the
me.
pack with it.
You got to get the accessory pack for
But-
all of them. When they did the new accessory pack, they had like the little baby turtles. They included another Leonardo
Ed.
head.
Yep. Yeah, I have him.
Yep. Yeah.
He looks good. And I mean, they come with like samurai heads too, so I've got the Leo head, and this is a really good sculpt for it. It's probably better than the other one. And then he comes with like this sort of almost like Kuro Kabuto shredder helmet. And I mean, they look awesome. This is just like if you were this reminds me if like I was in high school and I was just like doodling, like Turtle Samurais or something, like my take on it, what it would have been. So I think it's cool as hell. So that's why I went with those.
The unlicensed stuff's the best in my opinion, always, because there's no restrictions. There's no take it back to the drawing board. There's no no's. So
Is hey those new turtles, those kind of 2003 likes, are those licensed or no? The
like the
Ling
Joy
something?
Toys.
No, Ling something.
Oh, the Jin.
Oh,
Jin.
yeah, those are licensed.
Wow.
I think that's why they're so basic.
We missed out on the Kevin Eastman designed one, which was going to come out with these super textured ones, and I think it was supposed to come out in like 2015 or something like that. But we missed out on those. They would have been awesome. So
Do you know what I
production
would
designs of those.
love to see? I would love to see them tackle the Fortnite turtles. That would
I'm
be
sure
so
they
cool.
will. Yeah.
That would be so
Nope.
cool because the shredder's
That's-
amazing too.
That's kind of what those Ling ones look like to me.
Yeah, I
They
thought
really-
that because the Wrath looks like that a little bit, but
Yeah.
but like I think that those turtles, like when they showed those off, I was impressed because I just figured they're gonna either put the Mutant Mayhem one in there or something. But I was impressed they had all new designs.
They're wonderful designs. The Joy Toys they came out with, I think, were a good take on what the Fortnite ones kind of were, more kid looking. But yeah, I would love to see the Fortnite figures come out. Even like Fortnite makes toys. Like they have, I think Hasbro. I think Hasbro has it now, but it used to be
Jack
Jazzwares.
Specifics, right?
Is it Jack Specific?
I
Yeah,
think
one of
it
those
is,
guys.
because I was like, this is a wrestling company. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but now like I think Hasbro has them now and kind of killed the line.
Yeah,
not
because it's
really doing
Hasbro.
great, but I would love to see it come back. That'd be the perfect time to make a toy. Like make the turtles. Like do it.
Yeah.
That'll revitalize the Fortnite line, in my opinion.
I think those are really well constructed figures too, by the way. Like
They're
just
great.
from what I've seen, and it's like even if you don't like Fortnite or anything else like that, like you could really respect. It's like, wow, this guy's got like a fish head. What's this? It's a banana?
I just busted
Okay.
open like one of the Knights. It was like a box set, and it had like a cool like weapons rack. And it was like it's on clearance at like Target or something, so I bought it. And like the figures are good. Like they're really not great paint application. It's all like solid plastics
super,
put together, but they're good. They're well made.
Not sandbox toys, like the back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Now I'm gonna go with number 2. Oh wow!
Oh,
Look
Sorry,
at
I
this
wanted
thing.
to size difference.
Damn, he's big. He's way bigger. Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
Damn,
crazy.
I
bro.
gotta get one of those.
Holy shit!
Come on,
pretty
Brandon.
crazy.
Those got to come out of boxes, man.
I'm
just
going
gonna go
to, but I
with
gotta do
number
a
2.
review. Actually, you know what? I'll
You
just
should.
do it. I'll just do
You
it.
should. Yeah. Look at you saw it here first.
Doing it
folks.
live.
Doing it live. My number 2 is going to be Last Ronin Leo. I got to see this first time last year while we did this show. Gary had a secret one that he showed me afterwards.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yes, and I had to have this. I love it. The face sculpt alone on this figure is astonishing. It's so good. And then the little details, like the little kunai blades that he has. The feet looks just like Ben Bishop artwork. This is like art come to life. Just such a gorgeous figure, and I love it.
Do you know what's funny?
What's
That I showed you that a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I just showed you another one a year
That
later.
I won't talk about, but yeah, yep. I know.
Jay
know.
knows. Jay's seen it.
I
Okay.
know. This freaking guy got
Yeah, this
toys
guy.
from 2027.
It's probably a 2027 figure.
Wow. That's I guess I'll just play with my Punk Donnie in the
All
meantime.
right. I am surprised we haven't seen this one. Can you guys see the screen?
It's coming.
That's a great picture.
Oh,
I
so the foot soldier in the back. Yeah, good figure.
Professor Perry 2-pack. I actually took this photo on my birthday. I was off. No, I posted it on my birthday. My bad. For my 40th birthday, my favorite turtle movie, and it's just a
My
little
favorite
spin on
too.
it. But I love the Professor Perry 2-pack. I remember like us as a community where, so like people were surprised for the Tatsu one, right? And they kind of bashed him, but man, we were in fucking awe when this one dropped. And I think this was fairly early in the year,
Yeah,
It
last
just
year,
took
right?
forever to come out though.
Yeah, yeah.
this was a November pre-order that delivered in like February.
Yes, yes.
It
But
seemed longer then.
absolutely love this one.
Do you know what's great about that one? I know like Jay and I like we met fucking 2 years ago now,
Yeah.
maybe. And I remember like right around that time, people were talking about like, yo, when are we getting a Professor Perry like figure? And then people were like, what are we gonna get? Are we gonna get him in his jumpsuit? Or are we gonna get like how are we gonna get Professor Perry? They gave us fucking both of them.
That's pretty cool.
And like, and I
Yeah.
do know this, like there are situations like a lot of these things are already in like the works, but
Page Turco.
yeah, let's go. It's coming. But like these are like they're in the community. Like these people like that work in like all the different NECA people. Like look at posts. They see what people are talking about. Like even if it's already in the works, they are making tweaks. Like they take these as feedback. So like they knew we were talking about which Professor Perry we wanted to get, and we wanted them both. So we got them both.
I
Yeah.
wonder how much of that is taken with a grain of salt from them though too, because it's like there's clearly things that we want and don't want. Like if the Super 7 guys are listening, and they're like in there and you see like all the feedback you got from we don't want Rat King that looks like this, we want Rat King that looks like the toy, like that kind of thing. I wonder if they're like, people will buy it anyway.
Yeah, the Rat King was a Nickelodeon thing. Like they're the
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Like I will say that there's that thing. Sorry to hijack you, Jay, but one
You're
of the
good.
things that people are like, oh, why are they straying away? Why are they doing different things? And I'm like, well, because Playmates got mad at them. No, it has nothing to do with that. Like that has absolutely nothing to do with it. It's Nickelodeon, Paramount, Viacom. Like they have the final say. They own the IP. They tell what can and cannot be done.
Yeah.
It's 100% them. I know of unreleased Super 7 figures that aren't coming out that I would fucking die for.
Tell me there's
That
a
are already,
walkabout.
huh?
Tell me there was a walkabout.
No.
Oh.
I'll just say like the Turtles 3 figures.
Damn.
Like
That would have been great.
I would like sorry for anybody that even gives it like but like I knew that like their skull they were like designed and like they were just not approved. Maybe we'll get them sometime, but like how incredible. Those are
Yeah.
some of my favorite Playmates figures of all time. And getting a modern day, holy shit. But that's the whole thing. Like
I wonder if they would go with like the gummy design. No, those are the movie theater.
no, but yeah, right.
sorry.
No, but just people in the community that are listening, like these companies are in the community. They're just normal people that have a job doing something cool. When they see what you say, they
Oh,
they
wow.
make changes and decisions based on what they see people accumulatively talking about.
Hey, look who opened it.
All right, come
Beautiful.
back, Jay. Brandon, you're muted.
Anyway,
Hey, Willie.
I love this figure. Professor Perry 2-pack. That one's high up there for me.
That's awesome.
Again,
Such a
Professor
Oh my
respectable.
god.
I had this funny thing of like, imagine if Doc Brown wanted to become a turtle and drink some ooze and become a mutated Doc Brown Ninja Turtle. That's kind of where this photo was going. Anyway, the next one is the Street Punk 4-pack. I know as kids I never in a million years imagined we would get this, but here it is, man.
Look at with their matching Belair shoes.
Face is ridiculous. In this photo, as you can see, I actually took the sunglasses off of Wrath, and his eyes are under it. So you kind of have that naked head, which was kind of fun. I think I forgot who I saw this from. Um, I don't know, it was somebody brave or no, somebody like leaned it over, but I think I got the guts and I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna take it off.
I did it. I
Um,
bought 2 different sets, and I trimmed them off.
you're just a maniac who does not like money. Um, but nonetheless, I had a ton of
Cool
fun with these
heads.
guys. Also the alternate like season head or whatever when they go to Europe. Like this is just a fun addition to them. I did a little Ninja Rap is Born. They're kind of holding the newspaper and
That
Rap is
Donnie's awesome.
rapping. Yeah,
Yeah.
Don. You know what? How about this? Who has the best coat? I think Donnie has unquestionably the best jacket out of
I
the group.
agree.
I agree too.
I don't
So he
like.
got that Bane jacket.
Yeah, I don't like Mikey's like pose. I don't like the curves, you know, and I don't like the shoulders on Raph. And then Leo's is just a leather jacket. He's got the fluff. His is the best.
So
Yeah,
if you're
his is a
ranking
little
the
fluffy.
jackets, are you just doing Donnie, Leo, Raph, and Mike, or what's the ranking there?
I'd go Raph last. I go Donnie, Mike. I go Donnie, Leo, Mikey, Raph. I just
Is it
don't
the
like
fringe on the shoulders?
I don't like that fringe. It's too like 80s Iron Maiden, and like why is it on your jacket? Like this doesn't look right.
Well, it opens up wide like a tuxedo on the bottom. It's kind of weird. Like you expect a cummerbund.
Yeah,
Eh,
I can't do it.
yeah.
He's my favorite turtle. So what the hell?
But these were super fun. Um, nonetheless. Plus that ridiculous Mikey, like kind of with the droopy eyes and that hair, like that looks like a plant is like growing on
Yeah.
top of his head. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He looks like
The
Shifty
next
from.
one, I want to kill Gary for this one
Wow.
because I don't think this is even close. Casey Jones, he might even be my number one, but he's not number one. Casey Jones is the second best figure to come out this year. It is
Nice.
not freaking close. It is
Okay.
not close.
I have a feeling
Uh,
I know exactly what your number one's going to be based on your photos, but
yeah. Casey Jones was absolutely spectacular. And plus you can, get him clothes, which is super cool. So that's what I did here. I just kind of I also have like sneakers for him and stuff. So I got him like these
he does
sweatpants
look a
and
lot like Jose Canseco.
You can dress him up
yeah,
like a Bobby.
yeah. So dressing up, so he's carrying a pair of my first Jordans in this photo, and kind of doing like the all sports thing. I don't like that the basketball is it would be cool if they kind of incorporated like basketball and football into his whole like shtick, even though it's he's got the golf club and he's got the baseball bat and the hockey gear, but
Beautiful.
I absolutely love this freaking figure. And that is my
Nice sweatpants.
number 2.
Yeah. Oh wow, look
It's
at the eyes
excellent.
on that.
It's excellent.
I made some enemies in the community with that.
No,
With my take on that.
I mean, you're just wrong, but that's okay.
I take it you don't like it?
No, I think it's an incredible figure. I just think
Oh.
you don't get what you paid for.
Stop.
$400 for one figure, or
It was 100 was 150
Oh,
150. How much was it, Jay?
I think it was like 120 and then like another $10 for shipping or something like that. Like
I don't know.
130.
I took a stance of value. I did a whole podcast about like value and stuff, and like I when Jay was away, I pulled up my Illidan that it was $110. I just don't see, for me personally, like if I was to, if for that figure to be perfect for the price, I would have wanted like a 3-0 skin suit on Casey. I don't want to see joints. I don't want to see separations in the elbows. I want the full rubberized overlay that like 3-0 does for their figures. You can spend $400 or $300 on a 3-0 figure that's this big, and it's like, but then you're paying 110, 120 for something this small, and you don't. Like, for me, that's where it was. It was a value thing. I think it's an incredible figure. I still have it. It's on my shelf. I'm actually shooting it this week, so
I don't believe it. I need to see it.
I'm shooting it this week. I have a whole setup outside my door. That I've been yelled at a lot for. So
get your shit back in your room.
Yeah, I've gotten screamed at, but it's just how it is. So, what is this? 4-3, 4-3-2, 4-3-2.
To
4-3-2.
2, yeah.
So where am I at? 4-3-2.
If you somehow leave my number one out of your list, you're out of your freaking mind. But
So my 4 is not Ninja Turtles. This is the new Gary Passion. Is something I've really been into. This is called the Undead of Vickenfell, which is Mythic Legion.
Very cool.
So if you see my
Mythic
Instagram,
Legion's
I've been
nice.
doing a lot of Mythic Legions, shooting and customizing and stuff. This is the 2024 retailer exclusive. They come with multiple heads. They're very interchangeable. So if you don't want to have like the different wings on the head, these are just very uniform or very like mix and match. They get very expensive based on where you are in the collecting. They've got soft goods, which are just absolutely insane. You can't even pick up how cool these are. Honestly, like I'm getting my buddy Brendan into these right now. My buddy Sean Schaefer, who's a Party Wagon admin, he's gotten into these and he's just absolutely obsessed with them now too. Like he's thousands in like 2 months. Yeah, like these are addicting. They're tons of fun. I know I showed Justin. Justin saw this. This is called the Valiant Knight, which was a custom that I did some like weird reanimation worm bullshit on, which was super fun.
that just looks like Night Krang, bro.
Right? It just looks like Krang. They're supposed to be like it's supposed to take after like Halo, with like the worms that make up hunters. That was kind of the idea, but sculpted and whatever. These guys
Living
were
armor,
like,
basically.
yeah. These were like $35 they were selling at Designer Con, because like they bring them with them. But like if you try to buy these, they don't sell these anymore. You have to go like if you go to the secondhand market, this is $80 fucking.
What the hell?
Like
Damn,
I had no idea. Like these things get pricey. There's like $300-$400 figures like that these guys do. So they're next level. They're some of my favorite figures right now. And the community is awesome. Now I'm not going to talk anything negative about Turtles community because that's my home. But let me tell you, when it comes to negativity in communities, going over to the Mythic Legions, just discovering that community, the coolest, the nicest people. When I say like when you go into sales posts and people are taking an $80 figure and selling it for $40, like that's the community. Like Mythic Legions is respectable as hell, and everybody behind Mythic Legions, 4 Horsemen, just absolutely incredible people.
Oh,
So
wow.
like that really sold me on the community. So still turtles all the time, but like Mythic Legions right now brought back my passion for that stuff.
They did
Awesome,
they did like a cat night that was based on Battle Cat, I believe. That was pretty sick looking.
Every PowerCon they do like a repaint of anything, something like a Masters of the Universe style colorway. Yeah, they've done a lot of those. So was that was number 4?
Yep.
So number 3, I think I'm a short one. Number 3 is a curveball. This is what Jay might have been talking about, but kind of. I talked so much shit about these Toon Mezco turtles.
Wow.
I talked so much shit about how they like the texture of the original ones, but with the cartoon heads, it just did not work for me. I saw them, I was like, these are trash. Went to San Diego Comic-Con, saw them on display, and was kicking myself. I was like, fuck. Like, okay, in person they look good. Donatello, still the worst thing I've ever seen. Abysmal. But one of Party Wagon members had the Raphael up for $110 complete, and I was like, fuck it. So I went in, I got him, he got delivered, fell in love. Could not believe how incredible this figure is. So I just absolutely like freaked out when I got this. So he's been on my desk since I got him.
The face looks great.
It's such a great
vintage.
sculpt.
I think all of his faces are like really nice.
They're beautiful. I am such a giant fan of this figure. I couldn't believe it. Even better in hand. So
Really?
that's like, although I love all the Mezco figures, still pricey. I'm putting that one like above everything. I'm not putting any other Mezco figures on here. I'm going to kind of put him as an embodiment, but he's like top tier. So he's kind of like a Jay putting 3 figures as one.
Okay.
but he's the embodiment.
So he's cheating a little. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, I do. So what's the next one? The next one is
2.
number 2.
2.
All right. So my number 2 is going to be this. So I thought I was really stoked that we got the colored ones, but getting these black and white ones, being able to be posed, I thought were absolutely amazing this time around. I've got 2 sets on the shelf, and then I got this special sample set that my good friends were able to sign. Kevin can't understand instructions of don't sign the window. So thanks,
He
Kevin.
drew on it too, though.
Dude, God damn it, Kevin. But I got this whole back.
But that is so incredible, man. That is so incredible.
So super special for me. If anybody knows the story about when I started the Party Wagon Facebook group, one of the first things I did is I had a NECA Toon Raphael figure. And then and everybody signed it for me, like Aaron, Jim, Steve, Eric. Like, these are the first times meeting them for me. And I said, hey, I'm going to give this away to a community member. Would you mind signing it? And they're all super cool. And it was awesome. And I gave it away as a giveaway. And it was like, Raph's my favorite. It was like, it's my favorite figure. I have one already. But like, I was like, I got to give something away super cool. One of a kind. So like, went back this year and did something for myself. So that was my number 2.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Badass.
I don't know. I know Gary was at Granite State, and just to mention this, my co-host is not with us tonight. He's working, so he had a special moment for Kevin Eastman and for Peter Laird there.
Let me interrupt you. The moment of the show.
You think so? Okay, yeah.
At the moment of the show with the follow-up photos.
Yeah.
Moment.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Momentous. Like,
so his wife made the first Eastman turtle and the first Laird turtle into blankets, into like actual like Afghans that are like crocheted in, and they're spot on gorgeous. She is never making these ever again. Only designs that she's ever made. And during the panel at the end, they're doing Q&A, and Brian Van Hooker says, "Hey, anybody have any questions?" And Eric gets up and he's like, "Hey, this is not really a question, but this is for you, Kevin, and hopefully you'll give the other one to Pete." And he holds it up, and it's the first turtle, and Kevin's like, "Oh my God!" It was like such an amazing moment. And afterwards, he gets to talk to Eric a little bit, and he says, "Oh well, after the show, Pete's not going to be here, so I'm going to go see him." And they take a picture of Pete and Kevin sitting next to each other in rocking chairs, where they each have their quilts. It's just so amazing.
And
Julie killed it.
And knowing Kevin, like, that man gets a lot of gifts, right? He
always
gets tons of stuff. I know that one is a special gift for both of them.
And they're 100%. Great. I have.
That is,
and I mean,
yeah.
She made me this. This could be my action figure of the year.
Oh wow!
So that's me, and he's got his blue. So he's got his shell. So she made that.
Oh my God, man!
So she can make anything. Julie is amazing. So
that's so cute.
That's so awesome.
If you guys have anybody listening, or you guys hadn't seen that photo, go Eric will go look it up on the Party
Tmnt
Wagon.
Dad.
It's amazing.
And Fiona was great. She took the picture for us and all that. True story. Right before that, I bought Kevin breakfast at Granite State. So,
oh, did you?
Yep. So it was fun. Great. That is great. You've got everybody. I noticed right away Eric Talbot's, because you can see his art from space. It's so distinct. Jim Lawson on there. Steve Levine. Ben Bishop. Doesn't look like he drew anything. Turtle Killer. But anyway, that's good.
That's his license plate for those who don't know. So
it is.
Are you up, Jay, or is Gary still going?
It's Brandon.
Oh, Brandon, my bad.
All right. So before I start, I did open this.
Oh my God!
Peer pressured. I was peer pressured. But yeah. So next to him, like it's.
How's it bigger?
It's big.
How does that work?
Like,
this is so cool.
Look at the tail.
This is so cool. They gave him a little like laser blade you put on his wrist.
Yeah.
And they gave you an extra rat that comes with his on his tail of rats. He's got some extra grenades. He's got like the iconic weapons are there. It's so great. I don't know where this goes.
That goes on his right arm. It actually straps on the bracer. The bracer turns around, and there's a flat part of that bracer.
So yeah, so this you can see it opens up too.
Oh, it's like
Little
a palm
palm
top.
pad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have to put that on. Right
Yeah.
there. I see
No,
it.
the right
Totally
arm.
getting that.
See how the right arm? See how there's a silver bracer that actually can spin
Yeah.
around, and you can put it on. You can actually put it there.
Like on that.
Yeah. See that flat part? Yeah. Then you can.
Wow.
That's how I saw it displayed.
I think it fits.
Oh, damn.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Dude.
Gary. Thanks, Gary.
Look at his
But yeah,
freaking biceps.
it's really cool, and this is, like I said, this is what I think of when I was a kid. Like, this is how I remember this figure, even though like it's
Good
the
gal.
weirdest, squattiest figure. But yeah, this
He
is
looks like a Gorgonite a little bit, you know? Like he'd be fighting the small soldiers.
yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
who picks that figure, display him with his legs straight. Don't bend his legs.
Okay.
Just show how tall he is.
No, they didn't paint the hinge.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. I'm really
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that's weird.
It's so it looks good from
It's
behind,
this
but not from the
back.
front. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they would have done that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Blunder.
I can't remember
So,
who
like,
showed me that.
you can,
Pickle
like-
Dan Early. Dan told. Yeah, you
I've
can't.
got it just to where you can't see it, but it's a little, but it's not just straight up and down. But yeah, I noticed that too. That was not cool. That was not cool. Okay, so my number 3 is I'm doing the review right now, but these guys are so
Yes,
freaking cool.
mine's in the mail.
Wow.
I'm waiting on my Mondo.
I
Wow.
just
My Mondo
cannot.
Gecko.
This video is. I'm having so much fun editing this video, but they just look
That looks
so
so
good.
great.
And I just like, and I saw the Super Shredder one. I'm just like, oh my
How squishy
god,
are they?
You're welcome.
they're not. They're pretty firm.
Look at this.
Yeah, they're firm.
I was
Yeah.
honored to be allowed to announce Super Shredder. By the way, I couldn't believe they let me do that.
I love
That's
that.
really cool.
Gee.
But yeah, these are so cool. They don't. I mean, there's not much to them, like in terms of like movement and posing. But
They're
the
statues,
sculpting is
essentially.
just so freaking cool.
It's like a PVC statue.
Just like a statue, yeah.
I love the battle damage he's got on his face. It's just so cool.
And might
So
I
cool.
add, the Mondo guys are like the Mondo team, incredible people.
Nice.
Definitely one of those small businesses. Like they are small. They're owned by Funko now, but like they are a small business, super down to earth, super cool. Worth
I was
your
talking
money.
to the sculptor a little bit, to Eric, trying to get him on the show. So
Yeah.
he was booked for months because of this coming out. So
Yeah. Their Street Sharks line. Oh,
I imagine so Tom probably has those all over the shop, and he's like, "Yep, business expense."
yeah. Well, not those, but the Street Sharks. Tom's all in. Tom
Yeah,
is already like Tom is going to have guarantee. He already told me they are being bought.
Yeah.
Big slammo.
They have replaceable faceplates for different expressions.
That's beyond awesome. Are you gonna make a pair of Street Shark shoes for Vin Diesel?
We already made them.
Oh, okay, never mind. Does he seriously have Street Shark shoes?
No, but we have them. We have Street
Oh.
Shark shoes already made. They're not licensed. They were a art piece. So if we do get the license, they're going to be released.
And you send a pair to Vin Diesel.
Oh, we will. I'll get his address. He's got to know someone we know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Street Shark community is a small community.
All
All right, Jay's
30
gonna
of
be
them.
happy here. My number 3 is the Mezco Turtles. I love
happy.
those.
Jay's happy.
I don't always love like soft goods on figures, but like this set, just I love it.
This is
I
the
love
regular
the-
set, right? Not the tune set.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll see it differently when I see it in person, Gary. But like I cannot. Like I wish they would have done, like they would have labeled it a tune set and not like the tune set, because like if they would have just done that, I probably would have been like, yeah, it's fine, I'll do that. But like I just, like you said earlier, I can't. The textures of the shell and everything, it just bothers me a lot.
So
It's not tune. It's like the same. I hated that it was like the same. I hated that it was the big feet,
Wow.
that it was the big hands, that it was the Mirage molds in tune colors. I couldn't do that.
yeah. What I will say is, remember how much shit we
Gorgeous.
gave the remastered Playmates figures and those press photos? We're like, why are they textured like this? But when you get them in hand, you don't see that texture really. That's
Yes.
what happened with these. That's what really happened with these. Like Are they perfect? No. Are they tuned? I don't think so, as Jay just said. But like, I do take back what I said about like, if I was to give these out of 10, right? Originally, I would have given them a 4.
Mhm.
Now just having Raph, I'm at an 8.
Damn, nice.
So
Wow. Wow.
I'm not going to have the availability to get any of those because I didn't pre-order them. So the only way I'll see them is on like secondary market. There's just no way at this point. So I'm
Yeah,
just going
this
to look
price
for
tag was it was a lot for me to do, but I loved it, and this just I do love this. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be done, but I love posting it like that.
yeah,
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So
That is, he's got that dark Leo stuff in there.
Yep.
yeah,
hmm
yeah.
hmm
My number 2, I love this guy so much. Like it was hard for me not to put them number 1, but this guy is so
Oh,
cool.
Naked Ronin.
yeah,
God,
he was
he
close to
is
my list.
so cool. I
I got
just
3 of them.
So
I just saw
can't.
him today. I didn't pick him up yet.
so
I'm
guess
gonna
what?
buy 4 so I can make them actually like the brothers. I'm gonna do a whole just original. I mean, I saw someone do it on Instagram and Party Wagon, but like I just need to do that. It just I want to see all 4 brothers in the style, like the bulky style.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Jim Lee sort of look.
So cool.
I
Yep.
got
What's
this
yours?
guy for $20 like
Wait,
last week.
what? Where?
Really?
Uh, Best Buy gift
Oh,
cards,
Best
guys.
Buy. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
is that the first time you've gotten them? Like you just recently?
I literally just bought him last week.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know. I thought you got him when he dropped. I was
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't picked him up yet, and I probably should.
what range that guy has.
Yeah. He's pretty the one thing that I would have done personally is I would have actually cut this piece and just let him come all the way down versus it being
Yeah.
this.
Or
Just
like they
cut
did.
it.
Yeah. Or like they did with the wrestling turtles. They
Yeah.
strap up. They
Or have the bottom, you
yeah.
know.
So you can have the
Yeah.
yeah.
This
I agree.
posing is so good though.
Yeah.
I love the changeable arms with or without the bandages, and the only thing that bothers me is just that right there. I don't like that.
The
The
turtle
butt.
butt.
Yeah, the butt. I don't like that, but I'm probably gonna just paint that something with it. But it's so good. It's so good.
I have
Maybe
one. I have one posed on the top of my street dial, and he's just got his hands like this on the top with his leg with his
It's so
back leg kicking up. It's so fucking funny.
yeah. My YouTube video, I made him like on the phone talking, and I put him on the couch
kicking his
like
legs
laying
up.
down. It's so good. So
Out
All
of
good.
right.
everything that we've seen, I think this is the one figure I could see little kids running around with. You know, because he's like this big chunk of turtle and all that. So
He's like a
like,
superhero.
yeah,
He's like the Hulk.
Yeah.
kind
Turtle
of,
Hulk.
yeah. It's pretty sick.
Cool.
That's my 2.
Nice, nice. So we're on to number 1 picks.
Number one.
Number 1 picks. So mine is not going to be too much of a surprise. So I'm going to pull these guys out. Um, Gary already kind of showed his. I think that this one alone is worth the price of admission. But like the Leo and all that from the stump, I love these figures. These are the figures that I was waiting years for. So, I mean, 30 plus years or something to get these action figures. And I think that this RAF is one of the best figures of the year, in my opinion. It's so simple, but they did it and it's gorgeous. I was saying the hands look great. I do wish it had a different head, but it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. And they hit it. And I would have bought the pack just for this. But they gave me my Leo, my intergalactic Leo. I love it. And then the 4-pack has Mike and it has Don too, and they're great sculpts and all that. It's just the heads are slightly. It's not what I was looking for with Donatello for sure. He's got that concerned look, which is great, but I'd like a different option. I
Yeah, you
love the
can't do a
way
lot
that.
of action shots with that if
Yeah,
you're gonna do
No.
photography, like other
All of
than
my
like he's
photos,
gonna get hit.
all my photos, he got his ass kicked. He was on the ground laying down and shit. Like,
but like if you look at him from behind, everything looks great. It's fantastic. And Mikey's cool. Like he's cool. And it's funny because the way that he looks like the wrestler from Tiny Toons that was fighting Particle Man, right?
yeah,
And the reason is because that's Ken McRoney who did the animation on that as well. So it's, Particle Man fights Michelangelo. They have a fight, Michelangelo wins. So,
Wow.
but simple design on some of these, but just so well executed, like overall. Like you look at the feet, like any of this stuff, it's so well detailed. But I've been waiting for these characters for 30 friggin' years. So that's my answer number one.
The
And I love that
pastel
they.
font- Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I was just saying. I just love that they have like new sculpts for them. Like they could have very
Yeah.
easily used the Toon sculpts and just put different like stuff on it, and they went all out and made them all new. And I love that. I don't have them, and I'm probably going to now because you guys.
I gotta
The-
get that Triceraton. So
I don't
I
I
know.
don't have them because I'm really scared that I'm gonna love them and fuck, and then it's like I need to get this stupid Leatherhead, which I don't give a fuck about. So like I
you
had
don't
to
need
draw a
it. They're coming
line
out with
and
And
the
the
Ace.
line
bug
was
guy.
and the line was Archie. I'm
Yeah.
like
That's
I
where my line was too. I
Yeah.
have a few here and there, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
but yeah.
But
it's not.
but what if they do Archie standard turtles? Will you get those, Jay?
Yes. I
And
mean,
Brandon, yeah.
in like a minute.
they will be so close to like Toon that I might be able to talk myself out of it. Just
I-
because
The
I don't know,
face
man.
shape alone is
Pin-
different.
pin-
It's not as
pinless?
flat.
Pinless, better for
again,
photos.
guys, you guys are asking me like hypotheticals, and
that's
see, like
incredible.
I was
Gary, who
very
knows
firm
what's
on
coming out?
I was very firm on like I'm not buying this, and and the 4-pack, because the thing is like I know it's at that fucking Target, just a
Yeah.
little wind. It's like, oh, a $50 holiday gift card, that I'll probably get, like it'll make it that much more enticing.
I
Here's what
don't
you do,
blame you at
Jay.
all. I wasn't gonna get the Leatherhead, but I did, and I don't regret it. But it's not my favorite. So
Yeah. Here's what
Okay.
you do, Jay. You wait a year. Next Black Friday, when you do the Ninja Turtles mystery tune box for $130, you buy it, or the mystery box, and you're going to get that 4-pack in there because there's like 5 deep on every Target right now. You know they're going to get
Wow.
returned.
yeah, there's no belly
Um,
bombs, there's no Mondos, there's no Leatherheads left. All you're finding is Baxter Stockman, Kirby, and some leftover of the 3 packs of Shredders. That's all I'm seeing there.
So the other reason why I'm like trying to draw a line with, again, I really want the 2003 Super 7. Obviously, I want the
Yes.
2012. Like I pre-ordered the stupid Ling Ning thing. I want the 4 new turtles, new Ronin turtles. The thing is, like, I don't want, because like the way that I don't want this like huge thing to be, like I don't know how Gary walks into his room because he has so much to
You can
like.
say it.
He has too much shit. Like I don't want that much shit, as cool as it is. And it's so like overwhelming to like manage, And the more that you have,
I rotate mine. Do you guys
no, I
move stuff?
rotate.
Yeah.
I rotate.
These two don't, but I do.
There's no rotating. It's
Yeah.
wall to wall.
put 'em all
It's
out.
going to-
Yeah, just put 'em
it's
all
on
out.
the floor. Like there's no. I move one thing and the whole thing collapses.
Yeah, and it's a month.
I
to clean
even
it.
rotate prints on my wall. Like original art stays, but like prints even rotate.
No.
Yeah, no.
Huh. I don't have time to even think about
Anyway.
that. That's crazy.
Like I will
All
say,
right, boys.
let me interrupt what Jay said.
Go.
When Jay was like, how do I do it? I'll be honest with you, everyone. Like, it's really cool collecting this stuff, but it does get to a point where it's like, it doesn't feel like a job, but it's just the excitement's not there. It's like, all right, cool. I got to go out and get this Vacation Bebop and Rocksteady set just so I have it because I have everything else to put on my damn shelf. Like that's literally what it
the
feels
real
like.
thing.
Let me go spend $400 on, Haulathon just because I get everything. And then I'm not excited because I have to open up all this shit, get the plastic things everywhere, the little ties that go everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And you think you got them all, then they're stuck to the bottom of your bare feet in, in the middle of the night. And you're like, what the fuck? It's just not fun. And I know
So
how
you know what's
Jay
awesome?
stores it. What was that?
You know what's awesome? It's awesome to pass on stuff and to get it a little further down. Like I don't have the vacation stuff, so it's like maybe I'll find it. Maybe I'll like, oh look, I have this gift card, and I'll pay 10. Like at least it will be like I'm like delaying the gratification of like getting the 15 things at once. Like this guy.
Jay, couldn't
Like,
you have somebody lend you one, like mail it to you, and then you mail it back later? Just take some really killer photos.
No,
and then send it
the
back?
thing is like again, man, like I'm really happy with the stuff that I have to like photograph. And like also this is very strange, but so I was never into G.I. Joe. I never gave a fuck. But this year, I have read all the IDW comics.
Oh yeah, the
I
new
have
one's
read some of the
awesome too.
old comics, and I have like started being like into GI Joe. So like having that like different like buffer a little bit also like helps too. And like I have like some of the toys I haven't gone crazy, and like those are like a easier, cheaper like price. Like bro, this Cobra Commander is ridiculous.
Is that a Super 7?
No, this is a Hasbro.
Oh, the
Hasbro.
Hasbro.
I
Oh.
matted him a little, and that is Megatron he's holding as the
Oh
gun.
wow.
Oh, I did see that. That's
Oh,
incredible.
how it pains me to do this.
Yes, Starscream's
Wow.
voice holding Megatron as the gun. Anyway, Justin, can I have the screen, please?
Absolutely.
I do have a little bonus for my Naked Ronin lovers as far as photos. These are the best turtles ever made. Sorry, but it's true. And they are my number one. These were a freaking craze
Oh
for
my God, it
everyone in the
was
toy
such a
community.
thing. Was
People
such a
lost their
thing.
fucking mind.
Yeah.
I actually do have a funny story when I did get him. My friend Marky, he missed the delivery, and I was like, as a show of like solidarity and brotherhood, I'm going to delay opening my box, and I left it
Oh,
until like Monday, so we essentially could open it together. But it was we have this big turtle collab photography group, and people were excited. Some people fucking bought him from Australia because they missed
Yep.
out. But this
Paid
was
double price plus
yeah,
$100 shipping. Yeah.
this was the biggest toy moment of the year, and honestly, it's not a debate. But as you can see, I had an absolute like ball. This was a no food in the dojo shot, and Mikey's just like, darn. This is just a little risky business,
Okay. Turtle
turtle
business.
business shot. Again, man, I had like the faces were fantastic. So here's that shot that I mentioned earlier where I
Oh
made that
wow.
extra long arm, a little, rooftop. They are just incredible. Articulation's great for all kinds of stuff. The faces, Raph with the 3 variations of anger is also kind of cool. They
Oh,
are
beautiful.
just so awesome. And I also got this custom head from this guy Kevin. So it's that like tune, but it has like the original Mezco like coloring on it,
Yeah,
which I
dude,
really
that
really
guy's
like.
nuts. I wish I grabbed some of those.
Yeah, I got him, I got Mikey, and I got some Ronin heads to use for the new like Ronin gear that's coming. And I love this picture so
I love
much.
that shot. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
But
It's Mikey
I
writing for the
had
Rat King.
I had an absolute like blast with these guys. They're just so much fun, and I think this
Oh
might have been my
wow.
favorite
Look
photo
at
because
that.
Yeah, I love that one so much.
this is actually a Dark Leo head. I got him from Does Machines. He did an
Yep.
absolutely fantastic job, and it actually got my head working. I'm like, maybe I can use some movie shredder gauntlets. Maybe I'll use that red cloak, and like it's essentially there. It's not perfect, but it's close.
Yeah, you just need knee pads at
Um,
that point and black leg wraps and black arm wraps.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, with
Here's
gargoyles.
the Rip collab. Um, like I said, I had fun, and then here's a little bonus for you guys who
Beautiful.
loved this guy. And then I haven't posted these photos yet, but it's like a little. He's just kind of having some tea, reading the journal. Oh, the Sinja, you want to dance? And he just kind of rips his arms off, and then he uses the arm to beat
My
the
God.
shit out of the other guy.
Very Spawn.
Yo,
That's
go back
great.
to that last photo. We need to get a shot of a toothpick in his mouth, like old Scott Hall.
Oh my
Oh
God.
jeez.
That is such a Scott
Hey,
Hall
yo.
face. Ayo. Like
I'm the bad
It's
guy.
hair little-
totally, bro. A good call on that one. But yeah, Mezco Turtles, my number one. Thank you guys.
These pictures with the naked Ronin and all that are fantastic.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know you didn't post those yet, Jay. I know you sent like all those to me the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to like space out the shit. Just do like one post a day, and like I said, like working from home just lets me do all the shit. If I wasn't, I don't know how I'd do any of the
Yeah.
stuff.
It's tough. I miss it. Like that's why I don't post as much anymore. Never
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. So
Damn,
that's it.
that's impressive. So,
Thank you, Bo.
all right, I think Gary, you're next, right?
Well, obviously, the number one is the obvious number one are the Xmas turtles from NECA. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God, I was wondering if anybody was going to talk about those.
No. Did you know though? Did you know the secret of that set?
No, I didn't.
The bottom of the skateboard that comes with it.
Oh, it says Van Hook on
It
it.
says Van
Yeah.
Hook on it. Yeah. Yeah. Brian showed me the other day. I was like, no, I didn't realize that. So my number one, and the reason I'm doing this as my number one, because I am sticking to my guns, my most anticipated figure of this year. And I was very, I'm not saying positive. It's very clear that this was my favorite toy coming out that they showed last year. Already been shown by everybody else, but the Archie
Beautiful.
Mondo Gecko.
Yeah.
Original
Really good
Mondo
set.
was my favorite a couple years back when it came out. Just because it's so much fun in general. This is a photo that I posed that's yet to be shot. I bought this 3 months ago, posed him for a photo. It's been sitting on my floor ever since, and I have not done anything with him. My second one, because I love him so much, I had to buy another one to play with. So, only complaint. Now, this is my perfect figure for the year, but I do have one complaint. I wish we got more head sculpts or at least an articulated jaw.
Yep.
Yeah, the jaw seems like it should have been able to be closed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you really
the old
only
one,
have
right?
What was that?
The old one wasn't the jaw articulated?
Yep,
Yeah.
it is articulated. And then what that does is for people like us that do the photos, that unfortunately drops your ability for different photos, like what you want to do with them. You can't have them doing anything different.
Yeah.
You like that. Like, yeah, it's
The
perfect.
Toon
Right.
one. And the Toon one's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I still bought it and it's cool and all that, but it's not what I was.
It's not the
used to.
same.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely not the same. This
He's
one,
more vibrant. He's more vibrant than the Archie one.
Yeah.
but like the longer hair, I love the longer hair on it. Long hair,
Yeah.
100%. But
He's pulled right out of the issue there. Like, absolutely. It's like, I think it's issue 18 for the Archie series. It's like, that's spot on.
yeah, so that's my number one. I started
It's a good pick.
with a guitar player and I ended with a guitar player.
Nice.
It wasn't
Well, I mean,
planned.
he's really the singer. So, it's like,
And just because he's sitting here runner up, the NECA dwarf Elkhorn.
those are great looking figures.
You
Absolutely.
killed this guy.
Repainted legs. You can see because there's the original paint.
Wow.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah,
Great.
you can mix those into your pictures. Yeah.
I did Dwarf Donnie. I don't know if anybody saw back in March. I did a Dwarf Donnie. I took one of those and I put on a different NECA head and I made him into Dwarf Donnie from the original Playmates line.
That's awesome. I probably did see that. I don't remember it at the moment though. All right, Brandon.
All right.
With your choice.
So my number one is the different version of Gary's number 3, but I have the colored versions of the first Turtles. But I actually bought 4 packs and then made all 4 Turtles, so I painted them the actual colors. How do I share? How do I share the screen? Do I hit present and then get to approve
try
it?
to hit present. And
Okay, hold on. Share screen. All right, let's see.
They let you do it.
Oh
Usually you have to have 2 screens set up.
Let's see if this works. All right, is it sharing now?
There you go.
Okay. So so
Oh,
here's all 4 of
sick.
my Eastman Turtles.
That's awesome.
And then here's the layered turtles. So I had a lot of fun with it. It was a real easy like finish. But it was easier for me too because I knew that I was going to have some Raphael heads left over or red bandana heads later. So if I had to like get rid of some, I could with the original headsets or heads. But yeah, it was too easy to have all 4 weapons to not buy all 4 sets. And so yeah, I really enjoyed doing the painting job, and then just they're great. They just look so good. So that's my number one. Oh,
Where
and
do
then on
you?
top of that, sorry, real quick, on top of that,
Yeah, no worries.
I had Kevin Eastman sign this, and he signed the lithographic part, and
Damn.
he started drawing it, and he was like, "Uh oh," and he looked at me, he's like, "You know what? I like this. Are you okay with this?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, go for it." So like, it actually, it's not showing as well on here, but it actually kind of like changes when you change the
Oh
angle of
yeah.
the but yeah, so I had him sign the box, and this is going in my display case that I'm setting up right now. But yeah, I love those figures, and but particularly the Eastman one. I love the shape of them, and apparently it's a theme. I just like the chunkier turtles apparently.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
You
Yeah,
get
and
what
I
you
that's
don't
pay
what I
like
was
for.
going to ask.
I
Where
don't
are you
like
going to
this
display it?
though. I don't like this though. I don't like that it bends.
Yeah.
So I have one of those. So I got one of those IKEA traditional shelves everybody has for their figures. And I'm gonna make that kind of like the early turtles and the sketch turtles. So I'm gonna put them in there with the box, and then also I'm gonna put in like the remaster turtles in there, and so it's gonna be just like one offs that don't really fit with different collections.
I have one of those that's full of dark crystal statues, like
Dark
from
crystal statues,
Jim
yeah,
Henson's Dark Crystal.
yeah,
Here in New
yeah.
York, we ain't got none of them there D-Toll shelves.
I actually got this secondhand, so I'm excited.
We don't have IKEAs here.
No.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, we don't have IKEAs. The
Man, this is
closest
moving up to my list, though. I'm putting
He
him
is
up higher.
awesome.
Monstrous, bro.
This is like him and that
Sorry, Gary.
Sergeant Bananas are like really calling my
I
wallet
can't
right
wait
now.
to. I gotta do some photos
Sergeant
this
Cena.
weekend.
Sergeant
That's
Cena.
great.
Yo, Gary, man, I need you to talk to Super 7 people. I didn't give them an interest-free loan for this long for them to take 2 years on those
Yeah, I
turtles.
know.
So if you can knock down on some doors and just be like, hey, are those coming in time?
I think
Don't
so-
speculate. I want you to talk to somebody.
I think summer they're gonna hit.
Is this the 2003
So
Turtles?
the release says late January, mid-February.
Of
That's what
2025.
Yeah.
That seems ambitious of them.
No, I don't think
I
they're
don't
that
see
far.
that.
Yeah, I don't think they're that far
They
along.
need like at least 8 months on something because, like I said, we were waiting what two? You said 2 years for Punk Donnie.
Yeah, but I don't know for a fact because these are not things that I talk about because it's like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where like I don't like to get people messaging me work shit in DM, so I do my
Oh
best
yeah.
not to do that to people. And like if we're hanging out and I can bring it up like I do, if like it works into the conversation, but based on like how I've learned how a lot of these businesses work, you've got your normal factories, you got your redundancy factories, which are the ones that are there when you need them or whatever. I think that the reason we had that issue with all of those is because the factory they were working with just sucked. Like it was, I think it might have been the redundancy factory. It was the same factory that did those real shitty fucking Leonardo samurai.
Hey, mine was good.
That
So
yeah,
I
mine
got
went
the good one.
viral. Mine
Yeah.
went viral.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened. Is that they were just having bad luck with the factories. When you work with a lot of these factories overseas, I'm learning, and this isn't for everything, but I'm learning that a lot of them do start off pretty good, and then as they gain your trust, they slack.
Yeah.
And that's what I think might have been happening with them is they start to slack off. And they're, I'll just use my term, 2-week turnaround guarantee turns into a 5-month turnaround. And it's like it gets very frustrating. So that's what I think happened with those. That's why I think that those were postponed for so long. I think they're working with great factories now, with the exception of me snapping his hand off.
Yeah.
And you have and like you have that Punk Donnie
Yeah,
now, which I
he's
think was a different factory.
it's gotta be because I mean he's solid.
Yeah, like
I
there are
almost
some
think
there's some to
I
come perfect.
almost think that this is make or break for Super 7. They're going to go out of business if they don't stick to landing on 2003 Turtles. You heard it here.
Yeah,
That's an interesting take because I feel like they have enough licenses all around with like Toho and everything else like that. So I think for turtle stuff, maybe people lose interest, but they have a lot of other license. Like they have like the World of Richard Scarry and Peanuts and the Misfits and like other stuff where it's like you get like all kinds of other crazy stuff.
Yeah,
They
they
could, however, melt down every single reaction figure and use that
Please.
plastic to make a better figure.
here's the thing with reaction figures, right? Like we all joke about like I don't want to see another fucking reaction figure. And obviously you'll never see one of those on someone's top fucking 10 for the year. But they keep making them. Who is
Yes.
buying them?
Somebody's grandparents.
They're like if they didn't sell, they wouldn't be making them more.
I think it's solely for the artwork, like in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you don't want
Like,
like
they're
a
display
Ronnie
pieces.
James Dio a reaction figure, or like the Cliff Burton reaction figure, or
Oh my god,
Lemmy?
they're so
You know?
goofy. Like
My favorite is when they like tease something and everybody gets excited. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for this line!" And then it's a reaction line. And
Oh,
you're just
everybody was bagging on that. Yeah, that
they did
last
that
one.
with remember when they teased the Mirage Turtles a month ago?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And those
and
were a
people-
joke. Those were
Yeah.
as far as reaction figures go, those were a bigger joke.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
Cool repaints. Like
I like the paint on the foot soldier, but it's like I don't want your crappy repainted figure.
Mm-mm.
And I don't want to be
Get-
negative about this because your ultimates are awesome.
They are.
yeah, they're doing the $35 ones right now. Like they've got the Thundercats, they got the two $35 Thundercats, they've got
Yep.
Biggie, they've got Optimus Prime is exclusive to like Macy's, which you could have gotten for $15.
They have a
on Entertainment
Grimlock
or-
that is like to die for. That thing's amazing looking.
Yeah, but like give me the turtles with grippy hands and the weapons, $35 Mirage grayscale with red bandanas. Like if they gave me that, like if they gave anybody that, everybody would have lost their shit. Everybody would have been like
We wouldn't be
beautiful.
talking about NECA Donnie's friggin' sewer,
Yeah,
Not that I am anyway, because I didn't get it. I don't really.
I didn't
care
get
for
it
that.
either.
Yeah, it's that is
I just-
not part of what I collect. Just like I'm not gonna get like the Thundercats layer, or
Oh,
anything like that. Like
Oh god, I
smaller
forgot about
collector.
that. Oh, that's gonna be showing
Yeah.
up at the shop probably sometime soon next year.
Yeah. No, but this is a solid list, and I knew there'd be some overlaps, but definitely some surprises here. I did not see Fugglers coming at all, so that was something. So
I wanted to point out also, like I think this was a lot less overlap than last year. I think
It
like
was,
last year we were doing a lot, and this one there's a lot of variety, and and I did choose some that like I was thinking maybe no one else would choose, but I mean I genuinely do like the
I don't blame you at all. Like I said,
All
I
right,
was
so
excited
next
about
year-
that Fury 5K toy. So
So next year, I'm gonna have the 2003 Super 7 as my number one.
that's
Right?
insane.
So,
Okay,
I hope
all right, he's
so.
picking it. He's like the Babe calling his shot. Yes.
Calling the shot, man.
I love that.
We get them and they're all flimsy. The plastic's terrible and the way smooth.
Don't
and-
speak into existence. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't think they'll be out next year. So because
We have a lot
just got
riding on
Sergeant
this.
Bananas.
That's why I have those ling whatever. I have those as backup because they remind me of 2003.
No, and I mean they look beefy as hell. They look pretty cool. So, but
That'll be that's Medi Toys, right? Jay, Medi? I think it's Medi Toys. I buy Medi Toys. You're gonna be hyped.
yeah, they look cool. And in the pictures I've seen from them, it looks like they're coming with some cool accessories. So
Justin, let's get lunch or breakfast.
Yeah.
We said this last year.
I know. Hey, well, hang out. Let's end the episode here because we're at just over 2 hours. Thank you guys, all of you, for coming back and doing this, talking like ad nauseum about action figure. I love it. My takeaway is I'm gonna have to go get that Triceraton.
I
Yeah,
have to go
dude,
get
fuck you, man.
I have to get the stump wrestling. But
Yeah.
I mean this like I said, I think I actually moved this down my list as I
in this
opened it.
guy.
I think
Oh,
he's
because
like
of the
closer
knees?
to no, I think he's like actually like a closer to a 4 or a 3 now. Like,
Oh,
he's
nice.
great. Like, he's
Damn.
great.
He
The
looks
tail's
awesome.
perfect. The tail's
Yeah.
great.
It's
I love
so
it.
good. It's
It
so good.
looks like so much better than Zog, and I really liked Zog.
Yeah.
Dog is
Yeah.
amazing, man.
Like,
Absolutely.
but we'll leave it with that. Thank you to my guests. Make sure you go and you follow them at youtube.com/high anxiety. I like to follow his page. It's pretty cool. And then TMNT _1987 on Instagram.
Great
And
photography.
at Needles on Instagram, I believe, right?
Yeah, needles with 2 D's.
With 2
With
D's.
Ds.
Spelled it wrong.
Check them out. Thank you everybody for listening, and I hope you enjoyed our top action figures of 2024. We'll catch you next time on Epic Tales from the Sewers.